the pre-show, episode 8 of Let's Hash It Out podcast. I am your boy S Ryder, along with Tay Talks and Ziggy the Beast. Of course, we are ready to kick off one of the most requested from our community, I must say, episodes. How y'all feeling, Zig? Tay, y'all agree? I think it's gonna be a great show tonight. I got a
Oh,
feeling.
they already in the chat. Hold on. I didn't even get to turn chat on. All right, here we go.
Oh,
They
there we
already in chat, dog.
go. In
I'm
chat.
excited.
That's what I
I'm
like to
definitely
see.
excited. I just need her to come. Gemini is really run the world. Like that's all I'm waiting for. Oh,
See, the thing is, y'all got the idea y'all have of zodiacs and horoscopes is just wrong. So Harley's gonna come here to
Right.
get y'all on the right track with this
I
stuff.
don't think mine is wrong. I'm pretty confident that mine is accurate.
See, the thing is, y'all construe and y'all pick the good things y'all like out of the signs, and y'all say, "Oh yeah, that's why that's me."
Right.
My
It don't.
thing is,
You gotta take the whole thing.
now wait, let me ask you this question. If you could, not you can't answer this because I don't want you to get in trouble. If you could,
No, go ahead, say
different
it.
people that
Say
you
it.
dated, if you could take different people that you dated and put them all together to make them one person, all the good things that you love about them, would you?
Nah,
No?
no, no,
Get out of here.
no.
Sean, that's bullshit. Y'all starting off bad.
Real bad.
I learned from my big bro. I'm a lie.
You did it. You did it. You did it just now.
I'm
He
a
taught you well.
lie.
Once again, welcome to everybody. This is the pre-show. We're giving people a chance to tune in, get the notifications. And while we on that, of course, I need everybody who's tuned in or who's going to be tuning in as always. I need y'all to hit that YouTube notification button at Let's Hash It Out podcast. Hit that notification button, hit that bell, get notified when we go on live, when we do bonus episodes. Man, I need y'all to go get some merch from the Let's Hash It Out podcast store. As you see, Tay, I got mine coming on the way too, by the way. So don't give me no heat. But you see the hoodie that Tay's rocking, the Let's Hash It Out podcast hoodie. It's looking fresh on her. So I need y'all to cop some merch.
Oh, the
All right.
crop. She got the crop top daddy on. Okay. She got the crop
Don't
hoodie.
play with me.
Okay, so she got the crop hoodie. I need y'all to follow Tay Talks on also on her platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Taylor Pooler, if I'm not mistaken, and Twitter.
Not the
Follow-
governmentals.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, man. Oh my gosh.
we getting showing love, bro. Follow my boy Ziggy the Beast, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. He on all platforms doing big things. Of course, S Ryder. Y'all can follow me on Instagram. That's mainly my main platform. So you know, I need y'all to follow, man. You know. But
All right, y'all. We got 2 minutes before showtime. Y'all got
Yes.
2 minutes.
I got 2 minutes to get a drink, to get everything. What's going on, everybody? I see everybody coming through.
Y'all, I have a story to tell today.
Are we telling it for the pre-show or in the beginning of the show? What we
I
doing?
never tell it now.
Okay, go ahead.
So I was taking my son to the pumpkin patch. Anybody who knows me knows when I bring my son somewhere, like I'm focused.
Mm-hmm. I already know where you're going with it, but go ahead.
I'm focused.
Somebody.
There. So I'm like, put him in a car, strap him up. Like my mind, it goes into what I need to do in order. Because 1 second off, and my son is like dash and going somewhere, and I'll be looking for him running behind him. So a person is like, "Oh, hey Tay," and I'm like, "This voice don't sound familiar. This is very weird." Okay, I'm in shock. So this girl was like, "Hey, I watched the podcast, I ordered shirts and da da da, I really support it." And I was like, Lala, it's actually Lala B32. And I was like,
Lala
I was
B.
in shock. Like, you're not used to somebody like not knowing you and showing support and just saying, "Hey, I watch, I tune in." I was very shocked. So I just want to say thank you for everyone who I don't know personally that comes in, tunes in, comments, active, buys shirts. Like, I can't thank y'all enough. And I'm definitely in shock when somebody say that, like that I don't know, because I'm like, huh? Because the people who really know me don't call me Tay. So if somebody say it, I automatically be like, who is this? Like, because nobody calls me Tay.
See,
So,
and Tay don't bite. She not
Tay
mean
thinks-
as like she is on the show.
really? Big?
See,
Really?
not just playing. That's cool. That's great that stuff like that is happening. You know, that means we doing something right.
Yeah.
I already knew who it was, man. Trust me, I already knew.
This man about to spoil the story. Let her tell it.
I was, but I already knew
But
already.
I'm not gonna lie, I was in shock. Like, you know how you just don't think like.
Well, you're a celebrity. You're a celebrity now. You know. Imagine they ain't gonna say my name. They're gonna say, man, you that guy who always telling lies. I'm like, nah, not really.
That's a fact. Like, you are telling no lie here. I'm a lie.
All right, y'all. Are y'all ready?
I'm ready.
I mean, I'm ready. Is the people ready? Because I think this.
I need y'all to drop y'all signs, but while we go through the intros and everything, we need to come back and I need to have the chat full of what y'all sign is. Leo gang, stand up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to see all that in the chat. So we're gonna go through the intro. We're gonna you know what I'm saying, get all the housekeeping and everything in order, and then we'll be back. You hear me? And then let me click the button.
That would help.
Yeah. I got you. All right. What's going on, guys? This is Ziggy the Beast, and before we get started with today's show, make sure y'all head over to YouTube. Make sure you click that subscribe button, turn it from red to gray, and make sure you also click that bell icon right next to it to be notified whenever we go live.
Hey, it's Tay from Let's Hash It Out podcast. The first place you come to hash things out every Tuesday at 7 p.m. No topic is off the table, and the audience is the biggest part of the show. Get ready for Let's Hash It Out podcast.
Get out your feelings and stop the killing and run your mouth. We talking east to the west, I'm not bringing back the south. Bases is loaded, 2 strikes and 1 more, I get you out. Let's talk about like adults and sit back and hash it out. Hash it out, 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 and we gon' hash it out. Hash it out, hash it out, hash it out, hash it out. Let's get your cups and sit back and let's talk and hash it out. Men lie and women lie, but numbers don't. We can debate if you want, but I know you really won't. I'ma reach and guess my percentage on the desk. I'm sure like Holmes, detective skills, it be at the max. S Rider, his topics, he bringing me the best. Ziggy the BC be streaming, that man is built for next. Take talk, she wear the dress, but don't try to press. I'm S dotted, I'm camping smacking, we at your neck. Hash it out, 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 and we gon' hash it out. Hash it out, hash it out, hash it out, hash it out. Let's get your cups and sit back and let's talk and hash it out. Get out your feelings and stop the killing and run your mouth. We talking east to the west, I'm not bringing back the south. Bases is loaded, 2 strikes and 1 more, I get you out. Let's talk about like adults and sit back and hash it out.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Let's Hash It Out podcast, episode 8. I am S Rider alongside with Tay Talks and Ziggy the Beast. We are here finally with one of the most requested shows from the community that everybody been waiting for. So it's finally here. Before we get into any introductions, I need first, Tay, what signs you throwing up? We need to rep. What signs you throwing up?
I'm a gem all day, a Gemini, day and night.
All right. All the Geminis, bro. Zach, what you?
Leo gang all day, dog. You already know. Leo.
Right. And S Rider is Scorpio. So all my Scorpios stand up. It's our season. We about to turn up. You heard me? But anyway, before we get into our special guests and get into these horoscopes and zodiac signs, you already know what I'm about to tell y'all. I need y'all to go to YouTube, Facebook, all platforms. Hit that notification button. Follow, repost, share, like. Get the merch. As you see Tay with the crop top hoodie on. She rocking it tonight. Let's Hash It Out podcast hoodie. Also, Zig got the shirt. Mine's is on the way, so I'll be We're gonna be a trio. We're gonna have it rocking out. But until then, y'all, get y'all some merch and stuff like that. Y'all got anything before I introduce my, our guest tonight?
That's it. We can get to introducing the guests.
All
and
right.
get the show on the road, bro.
All right. So thank you to everybody that has showed up tonight. We got a special guest that's going to help us with these horoscopes, discuss it a little bit more in detail, horoscopes and zodiac signs. So I would like for y'all to give a warm welcome and appreciation to our special guest, HarleyTheMedium. Y'all give it up for her in the chat, man.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Hey.
What's going on, Harley? How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Hope everybody's doing good too. I'm great.
Oh yeah. I feel like everybody's ready to get into this topic and try to dive in and try to learn more about the horoscopes and zodiac signs. Before we dive into that though and hash these things out, let the people know a little bit about yourself and what you do and how you came about to be an expert with the horoscopes and zodiac signs.
Okay. Well, where do I start? Well, I mainly most people know me for tarot. I'm a tarot reader, but I've been studying astrology for about 25 years now, since I was about 7. The way that I got into it was my dad told me about it very young. His birthday was like 7 days after mine, so we kind of connected on that. So I don't know, ever since then I was just obsessed with it. And I mean, I got to the point where it was like obsessed to where it's my job now. It's what I do. So yeah, that's just a little bit about me. I do a lot of different things, but those are the main 2 things.
Okay. So how long have you been doing the tarot card reading and different things like that? How long have you been in the business?
Well, I started to do my own business in 2014. I started doing tarot in 2017 though. So I've been doing tarot for about like 5 years.
Nice.
In December. And I've been doing charts like for people like, their astrology charts. I've been doing that since like 2015 too. So yeah.
So what does an astrology chart consist of?
Well, basically, the main issue that we'll probably dive into is that a lot of people center themselves around one part of their zodiac, which is their sun, but you have a whole chart. See, when you were born, the planets were indifferent. There's like 9 planets or 10 planets, however. They change it up it's 9, but they change it every year. Sometimes it's 8, sometimes 9. But anyway, they were in different constellations when you were born. So they affect you. Like your Mercury is how you speak. Your Venus is how you love or with the type of people you would attract. So when people say, I have these traits because I'm this sign, that might not be the case. You might have something else in your chart that gives you certain traits or, things like that. So what I do in the charts is I break that down for people and I help them figure out what their life purpose is. I help them figure out, the things that are going to hinder them, their strengths, how people are seeing them, because how you're viewed in the world is everything. People get too caught up on the sun sign. I get to see like what your life purpose is, like why you're even here, like what are you here to learn? So you just kind of learn all that through the chart. Break it down. I can tell you about, the relationships you should be in, or if you shouldn't be in a relationship, those types of things. I think the astrology chart is one of the most powerful things in spirituality. Tarot is cool and other things, but astrology is more personal to you. And it will help you figure out what you're supposed to do. And I think that's why I'm so successful, is because I know my chart. Like I know my name, like I know all my disadvantages. I know all my strengths. So that's what a chart is about.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
So just to try to give a perspective, like, what's the importance of just knowing your sign? Like, is it a real important thing to learn your sign and really just tap into your zodiac sign just to get a brief understanding of who you truly could be deep down inside as a person?
I mean, I think it depends on the person. Some people don't want to get that deep, but if you want to know things and want to know like why certain patterns keep occurring or why you had the family you had or why your mom's the way she is, if you want to know things about yourself, I think astrology is important. But like I said, a lot of people want to know the sun sign because of the ego, like it's gang, like, right, we're gang, but if you want to go deeper than just being gang and like know you, right? Because you know, you might say, like, say you hate a sign, like, oh, I hate Libras, but you might have a Libra moon. So you hating on them, but whole time you might have some of their traits. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's important if you want to know yourself on a deep level. Yeah, I think it's very important. I think parents need to do them for their children, instead of giving them, you know, certain things, medications, and not knowing maybe there's certain things in their chart that you could learn. That's one of my big passions, is teaching parents about their children. Like, your child may need to learn a specific way that I can pull out of the chart, and he's acting up in school maybe because he's not learning in the way that he needs to learn. So that's why I think astrology, actually, I mean, if you look into our culture, like, you know, as a people, that's something we did before we got married. We put them charts together. Let's see if this is even going to be a waste of time. Do we even match up? You know, like, that's a lot of stuff that's missing from, I think, our culture now. That saves us a lot of time. Like, a lot of people would know, like, if I put their charts together, I'm like, yeah, this shouldn't have happened. Like, not saying it, you know, it didn't, but I could have told y'all from jump, you know, something like that. So that's what I think it's important for.
I ain't gonna lie, that's interesting take. Like,
It is.
just to teach your children, and just to know their signs, and, you know, the patterns of.
That's what we used to do. That's a lot of things that we're missing out of our culture now, and that's what we did. Like, we were stargazers. You know, we did things based off of the planets and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that everybody has to be into it, but I think it's a really big missing part. And I think people demonize it too much. And I'm like, it's simple as, like, saying you're an ISTJ, like, or I'm an INFP. You know, you'll classify yourself in that way. So astrology is kind of like, just get deeper into who you are, you know.
That's cool. That's cool.
What are some of the biggest misconceptions of astrology, tarot card reading, and you know, in this space? Like, what are some big misconceptions?
The biggest misconception with spirituality in general is that it's demonic. That's one of the biggest things. If you are an evil person, you will attract evil energy. But I am not an evil person, and I've been into magic since I can remember. I was like, you see the Harry Potter houses behind me. I've been into magic my whole life, and I've never attracted anything that scared me out of it. You know, so I'm not saying it always has to be you, but a lot of times, if you go looking for certain things, you'll attract that. It depends on your vibration. But another thing is, with astrology mainly, is that there's only one zodiac. That's the biggest issue, I think, that hinders a lot of people. Again, it's cool to be in the Western zodiac. I mean, I don't have any beef with it, but there are other zodiacs. Like, there's an Eastern zodiac. Like, if you study people who say the dragon, the year of the dragon, the year of the tiger, that's a whole nother zodiac that they use in China. There's an Egyptian zodiac. So there's several different. There's a Vedic, which is used usually by Indian people. So Western is actually the youngest zodiac. It is the youngest zodiac because, no shade, it was created by Caucasians. Nothing, you know, and they are newer based off of, like, Vedic or Ethiopians, you know, cultures that have been along for a very long time. So one of the biggest misconceptions is that there's only one zodiac, and that's the law. There's plenty of other zodiacs. I study four personally. I've mastered, I would say, 2 so far, but I studied 4. So, and it's always cool to know different ones. Like, whichever one you resonate with the most, cool. But I don't want people to just stay in one, because it's tunnel vision, you know? So those are just off my head, the 2 things that I think are, like, the biggest misconceptions.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that, because and this is kind of going into video games, because I think there's a lot of Chinese nationality characters in the game, and one of them had something like the year of the rat. I didn't know that was tied to.
See, that's Sagittarius in their zodiac.
I didn't know that.
They call it a rat, but it's Sagittarius for us. So you see how it converts, or like tiger is Aquarius, rabbit is Pisces. So there's different zodiacs, and that's why I'm doing what I do, because there's tons of Western astrology. You can Google it. You eat it all day. There's tons of Western astrologers out there. That's cool. Like I said, no shade, but I just want to bring something different to the table. Like, and when I first started doing this, I got attacked. Like, no, you're not going to tell me I'm not this side, like, pitchfork, you know? I was like, all right, cool. And I kind of backed off for it too much. But then, like, now people want what I'm offering. Like, people are like, yeah, I want the 13 sign. Like, I want what you do. So I'm like, okay, I was just a little bit ahead of time, but that's why I kind of stick to my side of things. And I'm like, yeah, if they can do their thing, but I want to bring something different to the table. Like I want to be able to say, when you tell me your birthday, even your year, I'm studying Eastern astrology, because even knowing that you're born a certain year can help you navigate your energies a little bit better.
Man.
Yeah.
So can you like elaborate on that a little bit more? Like the year?
Like, let's say, what year are you born, if you don't mind saying?
Oh, no problem. 1987.
Okay, so that's a rabbit. 1987 is a rabbit year. That's a Pisces year. So most rabbits are good with acting. Like you'll see most rabbit, like Johnny Depp's an actor. He's a rabbit. I want to say Tobey Maguire is too. You'll see a lot of rabbit people in the industry because you guys are good at faking things. Not trying to be like mean, but you guys are good at drama. You're good at, like, Wiz Khalifa, I think, is also a rabbit. So like you guys are good in being in the industry. Like anything where you have to act or become a different person. So that's kind of like, even, your year, I can kind of tell you what you might need to be getting into. So if you're like doing something where you're not able to use your creative gifts, then you're going to probably be miserable,
So something like a podcast. That's kind
of podcast, but more like most likely acting. When I hear rabbits, I tell them just to be actresses. My son's a rabbit. I'm putting him in acting class. The drama is real. He has other placements in his chart that help with that too, the acting, but he's a rabbit. So,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, no, my son, I love him to death, but the drama is real. So, just like your year can tell you certain things, I don't have to know your whole chart, but yeah.
Right.
So we have some years. If you want to kind of
91 is a light goat. It's a goat. So you guys are very soft-natured people. You guys do well in the spotlight as well, especially since you have like a little bit of a Leo, but that's a Cancer. That's a Cancer year. So you guys are good homemakers. Y'all like to be in the home. Y'all like to be married. Y'all more relationship type people. But a lot of people in the industry are born in 91 too, but you guys need to be able to take a break from it. You guys are good with being seen, but you're so emotional that very sensitive. But you guys are like relationship homemaker type people. 93 is a rooster, which is Virgo energy, very smart. So anything that deals with your intelligence, like teaching is a good one. You guys are great teachers, mentors. You guys also like to be married to, be in relationships. Beyonce is a rooster. I think Jay-Z is too. So that type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like Beyonce is Beyonce, but she loves being a mom. She loves being a wife. So 81. Hold on, give me mine. Because I'm learning the Eastern Zodiac. I'm not like on it like I am with everything else.
I don't know. You've been kind of. I think you on it so far. So good.
Hold on. Oh, I think that's oh yeah, that's no. I want to say that's before Libra.
We can come back to 81.
Yeah, go back to 81 because you tell me what yours is because I think I've already done yours before. Okay, 93, I've already did that. 1966. Hold on.
You passed up 87 too.
Oh, 87 because I did his when I did 87.
She did S Rider.
Oh, that's 87. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because 82 is a wolf. So right before Libra is Virgo. So that would have to be, you'd have to be a rooster. You're a rooster. Okay. Yeah, you're a rooster. Yeah, you're the same thing as 93. See, the thing about the Chinese zodiac, it repeats every 12 years. So if I do 81 and 93, that's the same energy. I don't have to kind of do it again because I'm going to say the same thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
66, I want to say you're a horse. But I could be lying. I think 66 is year of the horse, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, because 78 is the next horse. So horse, I'm a horse. So horse women are like Holly Berry. We're like the teenagers of the zodiac. We are very communicative. We love to talk. We're very good with speaking. People love hearing us. We're great party people.
Stay on the phone. That sounds about right.
Yeah. So we are also in love, very fickle. Like we the type to move on. We break men's egos because like she never even cared. Like no, like how Holly Berry be moving on. Yeah, like
that's her for sure.
Aaliyah was also a horse, so that's another energy. They like the kind of the girl next door is a horse. 90 is also a horse too because that's the year I'm born. 86 is the tiger. That's Aquarian energy. You guys are feminists. Every time I see that, I just think of feminists. You guys are like girl power all the way. Y'all love anything women. Very kind of masculine, also very rebellious. 86. You guys like to do things just to. My other son's also a tiger, so defiant is big with tigers. Tom Cruise is a tiger. Drake is also a tiger. These men are not meant to settle down. So if you get a tiger man, just know. No, not for marriage. They're not for marriage.
So Harley, does the years like we in 2022, the 2000s, does anything like changes or everything is just the same?
It goes, it's every 12 years. Now the thing that will change is the elements, which I'm still learning. Like I don't know the elements. So some people might be a wood goat or a light goat. I don't know the elements yet. I'm not that far into it, but I do know the years. I'm working on learning the elements. But like I said, I know I'm in 4 different zodiacs, so it's hard for me to like learn all of it at once. But that will change. The element will change, but like somebody born in, like I said, 66 is a horse year and 90 is a horse year. So then the next 12 years after 90 would be a horse again, and it keeps going like that. You know.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how you'll see the similarities based off of when somebody's born. 83 is a pig. They call it a boar. That's Scorpio energy. So y'all are a little wild. 83, y'all are very intense. Y'all love to hide your emotions. Y'all like to act like y'all don't have emotions. My brother's 83, so very emotional, very family-oriented people. You guys are lovers and you're fighters too. You fight for what you love. Meg the Stallion's also a pig. So you guys are, very emotional, but y'all like to hide it. That's the big thing about it. You guys are a little bit crazy too, like stalkerish, very possessive. But again, you hide it a lot. 89 is a snake. That's Taurus energy. So you guys also like to settle down. Y'all like fashion. Y'all like stable things. Very stable life is 89.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have any follow-up questions for
I do, because I just want to know the like being compatible. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, Harley. Like a lot of people feel like you can't date a certain sign, or I cannot.
That's again because they're only going off of the sun, and you can't do that. You're a whole chart. Like you're not just a sun sign, so you could be incompatible with your sun, but maybe your moon signs are compatible, or other things in your chart might actually mean you're a good match. So I would say find a good astrologer if you really want to know, and tell them to give you what we call a synastry chart, which is a compatibility chart, and you can put you and this person's chart together and see from there. It's based off of the people. It's not the sign. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want for astrology to be more personal. Like we got to stop saying, oh, because somebody's this sign that they act like. That's not true. This is why you have people who can be born on the same exact day, but they act differently.
Right.
They're a whole chart.
That's all I'm saying. Like a lot of people feel like they can't date a Gemini. Might say I can't date Pisces, and it's just the traits.
Now, why do you have to use a Gemini as an example? I'm just wondering.
You like to bring Geminis up a lot, so that's what I'm using as an example. So right, but I'm just saying, like, what you don't have to. I mean, does it really matter what type of, like, how important it is to, I guess, a relationship, right? Do you recommend people to really like dive into this before making a real relationship?
If they see themselves marrying the person, or you know what I'm saying? For me, I'm an astrologer, so I pop your chart up. Like
right.
That's what I do. Like, period. If I'm already reading the cards before we go on the date, but then if I start to like you, I'm gonna pop that chart up. Let's see if this is even going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But that's because I'm an astrologer. That's how I navigate the world. So, but if you really think you're gonna be with this person, or you see yourself being with this person, I think it's worth an investment, because even if y'all are compatible, okay, there are gonna be some things that might get on your nerves about this person, and knowing their chart will help. Like, hey, there are some things about this person. This is their shadow side. This is what their dark places are. So, yeah, like I said, it depends on how deep you want to go in the relationship. I always tell people to study their own chart. That's how I learned. Well, actually, I was with this guy and I was like obsessed with him a little bit. So I started reading his chart, and that's how I learned. And then I started learning my chart, like back, like, knowing everything. So I'd say a good place to start is your own chart. Because, then you'll know how to do other charts if you want, but, at least knowing your own chart is important, because then you'll know what you like, what you don't like. If you ran into a good astrologer, they'll be able to tell you, like, this is the type of person you're looking for. So you already know, like, and it usually will make sense. Well, I see why. And even like, okay, it'll be a situation where you're supposed to marry someone who's from a completely different background from you. Right. And someone will be like, no. And that's why, because you're like that. That's why you're supposed to marry someone who's different, because you have such a tunnel vision mind frame. So it could be something like that, you know. And let's say well, this is my type. Well, this is the problem, because that's not what you're supposed to be looking for. Your chart will tell you that this is the type of person that you should be looking for. So, you know, that's kind of, I hope that answered your question.
Yeah. I mean, and I wanted to piggyback off of something that I heard you say that was very interesting in teaching our children. You know, we always have these methods of how to control, you know, like bullying, the mental health aspect, stuff like that. Do you think astrology is important to like start introducing in like the school education,
Absolutely.
like, you know, as an elective? Absolutely. I'm just saying, like, just something different, because we didn't try all these different methods, and yeah, they might work, but you still have a nice percentage that still is not working on many children, as far as like how to stop bullying and the mental health and how to be not so insecure with yourself or your parents and stuff like that. So how important do you think it is to start incorporating like horoscopes and astrology into the education system?
Well, I think it's very important. That's where things are going anyway. Like, there's actually people who are spiritualists who are able to bill insurance for certain things now. It's getting to that point where people are calling in astrologers and, you know, the spiritualists, because we are being taken more seriously. One of my good friends, shout out to Lioness Empath on Instagram. I don't know if she's on here, but she actually has already started doing that, where she will do she'll do like a learning plan for parents based off of their child's chart. Like, she does that for them as a service. So they may not be able to get through the school, but they can go to her and say, okay, so if they have, let's say they have an IEP meeting, because usually if you have a child who's a little, you know, spectrum-y, they like to call them, or they don't like to sit still or something like that, they'll probably give them an IEP. Well, you can go into the IEP meeting a little bit different now, because I know my son learns like this, or I know my daughter needs these things from a spiritual perspective. And you don't even have to tell them how you know this. This is just what I think my child needs based off of what I heard from an astrologer. So yeah, it's actually, the world is already going that way. People are already turning to spiritualists for things that, I have tons of people who, you know, my child is this sign and I don't know what to do. Can you help me? And I'm like, yeah, this is what they need. And they're like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. This is why they do these things. This is why they do these things. And it's like, even Reiki, you know, I'm not into Reiki. I don't do it, but a lot of times they chakra might be blocked, or it might be overactive. That might be why he can't sit down. Beating him ain't gonna work. And that didn't work the first 16,000 times. So maybe there's something else going on. And a lot of times, I've learned, even like when I've studied, that spiritual people tend to have some sort of emotional thing or mental thing a lot of times. Like, they will say we're crazy. Like, for instance, I would be looked at as somebody who may be emotionally unstable or sensitive, but I'm picking up on a bunch of goddamn energies all day. This is like an actual gift. This is something. So yeah, I might seem like I may be bipolar or have some sort of mood disorder, but maybe I'm actually very clairsentient. Maybe I'm actually very sensitive. So my goal actually is to I want to create a magic school. I know it sounds crazy, but every time I'm on live with these parents, or like I'm doing, you know, consultations with these parents, these kids will come out of any room. They'll be like, I ain't seen my child all day. As soon as they heard your voice, this child will come look at me like, hey, I need to see what she's talking about. What is some cards? Like, these children coming out are very interested. You got 13, 12-year-olds that have their sun, moon, and rising in their bio on TikTok. I'm like, how do you know what your sun, moon, and rising is? Like, these children coming out are very spiritual. So I think we need to get into that to be able to understand these children coming in, because they're not scared of it. Like, these kids coming in, my 3-year-old niece got a tarot deck. Okay. She got, because I was tired of her bothering mine so much. I had to give her a deck. Like, here, child, please. Like, and she came out the womb like that. I mean, she'll hear cards shuffling and she'll crawl her behind from other place in the house and come. And people know who follow me, they know the tarot baby. She'll do readings with me and stuff. So I think it's very important. I think that's the way the world is headed, actually.
So is the tarot, is that tied in with the astrology or zodiac stuff, or is it its own lane?
It is, in a way. Tarot is tied into mainly Western astrology. You can read it through different zodiacs if you have, you know, that that level of understanding. But it is more that's our niece. Yeah, y'all know Miles. I should have had her on here today. Y'all would be like, she's a lot. So, but no, yeah, it's actually tied in. So you can actually read the cards based off of like somebody's sign. So a lot of times when I'm reading people, I'd be like, hey, are you dealing with the fire sign? I'm like, yeah, I'm dealing with an Aries, because I didn't see like the King of Wands in tarot, which usually represents a fire sign. So, you know, it does tie in. It does.
Okay. Do y'all have anything? Because I'm gonna just keep asking questions.
Go ahead, ask another question.
We had a few questions in the chat. If
All right.
some of those.
Let's see. We have a question from Villainy Holiday. She said, "What do you think about cardology?"
I think it's very important. I love cardology. I don't practice it. I don't teach it or like do it for people, but I have done my own cardology. So again, that's another way to know yourself. So many different ways to know yourself, but that basically cardology is basically like, it's kind of like astrology, but like your tarot card. Like, okay, for instance, my tarot card is the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm a businesswoman. Naturally, I'm good with money. My lifestyle is financial responsibility. So I will always have some sort of big financial responsibilities because I'm the Queen of Pentacles. So cardology is definitely a good way to find out more about your destiny, you know, your personality type, because again, some people may say I come off very Leo, but if you get to know me, you would say I'm earthy. Like my mom always describes me as her earthy child. And the Queen of Pentacles is an earth sign in tarot. So I actually have a lot of earth placements in my chart, but so yeah, like tarot cardology is great. I love it.
So
Okay.
Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
So someone that like so myself, and I'm gonna assume S Rider, maybe Tay might know a little bit more than myself and Sean. So like someone that really has any idea of the tarot or like anything to go by, how do we, I don't know if I'm asking this right, how do we get into it? Like where do you think we should start? Like what should we do? Like get a reading, I guess, or like what to ask, I guess. Like, yeah.
Okay. Well, Tay, she would know because this is how she approached me, which I liked it because this is how you know if you have a good reader. You don't say shit. You barely say anything. Now, you may need, the reason why I ask people's birthday is because I need to see in the tarot who you are. So like if the Queen of Wands comes up, I know that's not her because she told me she's a Queen of Swords technically. So I'll know, okay, this is talking about her. This is talking about somebody else. That's the only reason why I will ask people's birthday. But a real reader will not need to know anything about you. And I mean, I've been in New Orleans and I had a reader. If you ever, I don't know, her name's Raven. She's a white lady. She'd be on Bourbon Street. Knocked my socks off. And I'm a reader. And I was like, damn, I ain't tell her nothing. I didn't tell her my name, nothing. That's a good reader when somebody can tell you specific things, like things that are, like I told her, I was like, yeah, I see you doing something online. I didn't know anything about her. I'm like, yeah, you do something online. You're going to get brand deals. I see you doing all this shit. You're like me. I was like, I told her, like, me and you, something similar. You know, I'm talking to her like this. And I don't know nothing about her. I don't know she does this, nothing until after the reading. So that's how you know if somebody is legit, is if they can really tell you shit without knowing anything about you. A lot of things that people do is go to a reader and say, well, my baby daddy left me 3 weeks ago. And you know, he's with this girl. And so now they know what to tell you, what you want to hear. You want them back. So they're going to probably tell you something that you want back versus I can see the baby daddy. Who the hell is this? No, girl, he ain't it. Whoever this man is you want, I'll be telling people like, you know, straight up. And this is why they mess with me so heavy is because it's like, how do you know that? Like I've told people things that like, there's no way I should know. Like, you know, so that to me is how you'll know if you have a good reader. And I'm not saying they have to know everything, but
I got you.
Be pretty accurate.
Well, they have a question in the comments.
Okay.
KP said, can we talk about how the houses can affect your planet?
Placements. Placements. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, placements. That
can we talk about how the houses can affect your planet? Well, if you have a planet in a certain house, then it takes on that energy. Like, I use my chart. I have Venus in the second house. So my Venus only cares about stability and money. That's what she wants. Like she's ruled by money. Even if like my Venus is in Gemini, so I'm very chatty. Again, I got a lot of Gemini in my chart. I'm very communicative, very talkative. However, it's in the second house, so it's going to take on the energy of Taurus because Taurus rules the second house. So my Venus is all about bread. It's all about money, stability. Even in relationships, that's what I'm looking for. The type of woman I am, people would probably say I'm a gold digger. Whatever, like I'll wear it, because my Venus comes up in my second house. So that's kind of how you look at it. You see what house it's in, and the planet itself and what it represents. Venus talks about money. She talks about love, and she's sitting in the second house. So it's going to act kind of like a Venus and Taurus. I hope that explained it, Kay.
I'm definitely interested. Houses, like explain.
I was just about to say, I was like, what is a house?
So in astrology, if you have a chart, there's 12 houses. Now, this doesn't usually change based off of the zodiac. I believe Vedic has 12 houses. If I'm wrong, correct me, but I believe Vedic, which is the Indian form of astrology, they have 12 houses. 12 sign has 12 houses, and 13 signs sidereal has 12 houses. And basically, these houses are ruled by certain planets. Like the first house was ruled by Aries, right? Because Aries is the first sign. The second house was ruled by Taurus because Taurus is the second sign, right? Third house will be ruled by Gemini. So these all talk about, like the first house, because it's ruled by Aries, this is how people see you. This is how when people first look at you, this is how they see you. Again, I have an earthy, so again, people probably see me as pretty sturdy. Like I come off earthy to people because my first house was ruled by an earth sign, right? My second house is how I make money because Taurus talks about that money, right? So third house is communication because it's ruled by Gemini. How do I express myself? Leo is ruling my third house. So people would say I sound and act like a Leo. I express myself like a Leo. So that's kind of what your houses are. Your seventh house is your relationship house. So if you want to figure out what type of partner you would need, go to your seventh house. Let's say you got Capricorn there. You need somebody with money. Beyonce actually has Capricorn in her seventh house. So you see who she's married to. That's all I'm saying. She ain't gonna be married to nobody she ain't married for love. Okay, she's gonna marry somebody older and more established because her seventh house was ruled by Capricorn. So that's kind of how the houses work.
So every house has a purpose. Everything has a meaning and a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess this is more of like a history question. It's like, what started all of this? Like, who said that? Okay, this is an Aries, or these stars. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how did that even how did this materialize into what it is today?
A lot of it, I can't tell you exactly where it all started, but a lot of it has to do with like goddess and Yoruba culture.
Okay.
If you know anything about Oya, Oshun, Ogun, if you get into Yoruba, basically these signs are the personifications of these gods. Like Ogun is Aries. If you know about Ogun, if you need to pop some shit off, you call Ogun, right? So that's Aries. Chris Brown is a true Aries. I know he's a Taurus in Western, but you get what I'm saying. That fiery energy, that's Ogun energy. So Taurus is Oshun. Oshun is about beauty, money. Okay. Eligua, who is the keeper of the gates, he rules Gemini energy. He's the trickster. So this is where a lot of the signs come from, is these Yoruba cultures, these gods. And these are different parts of humanity that we need. Aries is initiation. We need to start things. Taurus is stability. Taurus is how things grow. Gemini is how we express ourselves. So these are different parts of us as people, the things that we do in life. So I don't know who decided to categorize it the way they did. Yeah. I do know that a lot of the signs have certain like stories behind them.
Gotcha.
So they're all usually tied back to like Yoruba African culture mostly. Even like the Chinese zodiac or Vedic. Vedic is a big ripoff of a lot of African culture. But it is I'm very blunt, so it's just a fact. So like the Ethiopian zodiac is probably one of the oldest ones, one of the most oldest, obviously. Like, Ethiopian is like one of the oldest.
I'm about to be Googling my ass off.
It's a lot of information. Yeah, it's a lot of information. And I've, just Googled it over the years and learned things over the years. And, I'm still obsessed with it, but I'm not as obsessed with it anymore because I've learned so much. But yeah, there was a time in my life when I was literally walking around with a book. Like people who know, who follow me, like I would go to parties And I would observe people and I would write things down based off of their, like, I really did. It's like, I had found my notebook from this time. It was like 2013. I was like, yo, I was crazy. Like, what's wrong with me? But I didn't know this would be my job. So I get why now. But before I was like, yo, what was wrong with me?
So this is like a lot of people needs to start diving into their signs and really knowing their history, and maybe that'll help people on their different paths in life, just to, just a normal routine of life or society has taught us. Astrology, it seems like that's the next best thing. Not to say people don't do it, but I think it's a lot of interesting facts you've been speaking that's really caught my attention that I never really.
Yeah, I just want people to stop looking at it as a superficial thing, like something to, get a keychain. It's okay. You were born at a certain time. Great. Wow. What does that mean for you? You know what I mean? Like, you don't need a t-shirt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to like make anybody feel bad about it, but it's like, when people come to me and talk about it, it's like, I'm not going to talk about it on a surface level, So, and then most of the time, like I said, I don't really. The people be telling me that they Scorpios, and I'd be like in my head, okay, you a Scorpio, but you're really not. Like, I be doing that in my head, so I don't be trying to have conversations with people because people get really offended about their zodiac sign. So I'm like, if you want to come to me and get the knowledge, I'll give it to you. But
is that part of their sign if they get offended? It's like, oh, that's why you get offended.
Geminis, the people who are Geminis, they are stubborn. Very, very stubborn. Leos, too, people who are Leos don't want to hear that they're not Leos. They want to hear that they're lions. They don't want to hear that they're crabs. But Geminis, yes, because they're very stubborn. They're stuck in, no, I'm a Gemini and that's it. And I'd be like, okay, cool. The fact that you're stubborn, though, shows that bull side. The fact that you won't change your mind because, no, hear me out. Because Gemini, if you study the sign of Gemini, it is a fickle air sign. It's indecisive. They're unreliable. They're very chatty. Tay's barely spoken this whole time. She's very stubborn. And Taurus love food. The 2 times that we've been on here, I see her grubbing. Like, I was like, she grubbing. I'm sitting here looking at this, like, look at this Taurus over here. You know what I mean? But I'm like, yo, she want to be a Gemini? I let her be a Gemini. But I see the Taurus traits coming out of her, and I'm like, bro, the fact that you're so stubborn is the fact that it shows what I'm saying. Like, and like I said, Kevin Hart, like Kevin Hart or Wendy Williams, these funny, quick-witted, fickle people, those are Geminis. But these stubborn Tauruses, like when Johnny Depp said he was never doing Pirates of the Caribbean, I was like, no. I was like, Johnny's never. I really believed it. I was like, nope, he's never doing it. Because when they say they're not doing something, they're very strict. Like there's just certain things that they're not going to budge on. Whereas Kevin Hart, he may say one thing 1 minute and then the next minute, or he's very quick with it. He's very quick with it. Even if you listen to Kanye talk, Kanye waits a little bit before he just speaks what he's saying. Or even Johnny Depp, if you watch the trial, he's slow to speak. Like they do say very profound and thought-provoking things and shock the shit out of people, but it's not. They mean that shit 100%. They say they're going to stand on it. It's not going to be the next week. And if I don't like you this week, I'm not going to like you next week. They're very just like Prince. Prince was a very stubborn, solid earth energy. And I love Prince because he changed his name to the Venus symbol. So I was like, Prince, we here. I know you don't. I was like, he's here. But, so I just like kind of look at people and it helps in my readings because when people tell me things, they'll be like, are they going to change their mind? Like if they say, oh, they're born June 9th and they're like, are they going to change their mind? Like, no. So let's just wrap it up. No, they're not going to change their mind. They said what they said and just go ahead and accept that. It is what it is. So
I've always seen like people say Scorpio. So I always thought it was 1 month, like November, straight Scorpios. But I actually seen something like in the later part of October. I don't know when it starts, like I guess the 28th or 29th. So people might have birthdays and they're a Scorpio, but then like I'm November 20th and I'm a Scorpio, but somebody in the later part of November will be a Sagittarius. So
yeah, that's cusp. Like I think you might be talking about cusp or like
Yeah, I'm trying to learn because it's kind of, I just thought it was just 1 month for each sign. But...
No, well, the way that they did the Western Zodiac, they wanted 12 signs. So they divided they tried to divide everything up as evenly as possible, even though nothing in nature is like that. You don't go outside and see 90-degree angles on trees. You would think that would be weird, right? Because nothing in nature is perfect like that, equal.
Right.
That is true. That's right.
But so they went through, and I think they try to make it like 30, every sign like 30 days or 31 days, so that's why you'll get some of the shit overlapping because they're supposed to be 30 days. But in reality, I mean, the sun will tell you what sign we're actually in. That's the zodiac that I use, is based off of where the sun actually is in the sky. And if you look at like a sky map right now, it's in Virgo. It's not in Scorpio. It's not in Scorpio until later in November. So that's kind of the difference between the two. Like one is based off of a date and one is based on where the sun actually is.
So you can like, I guess if you're in a cave for X amount of days, you can go outside and say, yeah, we're at Leo. Like where the sun is based at. Is that what you're saying?
If you want, yeah, you can look and see, okay, the sun is in Leo. So then, like, for instance, when Beyonce is born, the sun is still in Leo. Beyonce very much acts like a Leo. I'm not really sure why we debate this because I don't know if y'all know who Beyonce is, but she acts like a Leo. Michael Jackson, Leo energy, very big stars, big egos, big people. You know what I'm saying? So it just, it just really depends. Like, it really depends on how deep you want to go into it. But like, I used to be able to look it up on my phone. I used to be able to just ask Siri which constellation the sun is, and she would tell me, but they actually took it off. And I don't know why, but
why they hating? Why they took it off?
I don't know, but everybody who follows me knows I used to do it all the time. I used to post it on my story all the time. And then now I have an app that will do it.
Okay.
But it's not as efficient as just being able to ask Siri and be like,
I got you.
So it'd be irritating me a little bit, but I do have an app that will do it too. So
I guess to summarize all the stuff that we've talked about so far, you have to not only know your sun, you have to know your moon.
You should just know your whole chart. Honestly.
The whole chart. And then
somebody to read your chart for you.
Read your chart. Okay, so just get someone to read the chart, and the chart comprises of multiple things that makes the chart, right? Okay.
So many different things. Like, I've been able to tell people things that the fact that now I use tarot and I use my psychic gifts with the reading the chart, it's starting to get really crazy. But I've been able to see things in people's chart that I've said to them, and they're like, "How you know that?" And I'll be like, "It's in your chart." Like, I see that and it's in your chart. So they'd be like, "Okay." So I think people really underestimate how on point stuff is. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and I've like I said, I've been doing this for a really long time, and I still surprise myself. Like, I still have days where I'm like, whoa. Like, even still, I'm like, hold on, that's too creepy. So it's, I love it. I love helping people understand themselves and what they're meant to do, and especially when they're lost, because a lot of times people are like, I don't know, what I'm supposed to be doing. It's like a lot of things that you want in life are really, you need to be on the right path for it. So I help people get there. So it's like, okay, if you want this is how you get it. And it's not usually at that 9 to 5 that you hate. It's usually doing what you're passionate about,
That's interesting. Okay.
So for those who are interested, because you have some people that may be interested, how much do you charge for a chart?
It depends. If I do it live on my Instagram, I only charge $35. But if I do like a recording where it's like 20 to 30 minutes, it'll be $85. But like I said, it's like a bigger reading. $35, you get on there, and I do a pretty good chart for you. So it just depends on how you want it.
Gotcha.
Okay, cool. So y'all need to.
And I'm gonna start doing them live on Instagram again. I haven't done them in a while, and I need to get back into astrology. That is my first love. But tarot came in and just took over my life. Like, I didn't even mean to get into tarot. I was just like, let me try something real quick, and boom, it was like,
So how long? Like, I know you say you've been doing it for what, 25 years. So at what moment? What did you have to go through? Like, because it sounds like you have to really be like, just
you got to immerse yourself in it.
Yeah, you got to be disciplined.
I love psychology. I love, like, my dream job, if I didn't have children, would be hunting serial killers, like, based off of their behavior. Like, I would work for the BAU. Like, I would learn people's behaviors and track them. And I would like to use people's charts to figure it out. But I'm very like into psychology. Like, I'm a people watcher. I'm a very observant person. So I am like extroverted when I want to be, but if you meet me in person, I'm very laid back. I like to observe things. So instead of just being a wallflower, I started to observe people based off of their charts and based off of their, well, not their charts, but their birthdays. Okay. A lot, like, what are the similarities that I see between these people? So that's kind of what I went through. Like, I just would watch people, and my siblings, I have five siblings. So that was always fun. We're all the different signs. We're all different signs. So that was also good to see, like, my mom even, you know, adding her into it. So I got to see different people play out. Like, okay, I can kind of tell what is, I don't want to say I can tell people's chart, but when you said you were a Scorpio, I was like, okay, I can see that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, I can see it. And even when she said, when Tay came up to me, she was like, I was born in June. I was like, okay, you give me that vibe, like, you know, chill type person. I got it, you know? So that's just kind of went through. But like one of the biggest struggles I went through was changing the Zodiac, because I did not want it. Like, I'm a lion. Like, what do you mean I'm not a Leo? Like, I was fighting that tooth and nail. And I actually had to have a very crazy experience to make me change. And I was like, all right. I had a very crazy experience, and it was like, all right. Because I was on the fence, and I was like, oh, but I don't know. And I was like, I don't want to, because I was like, people are going to hate me for this. And I was like, I don't know. But then something happened that was just so undeniable that I was just like, okay, this is what I got to do. And so now I've been doing that since for 7 years. Okay. So I don't know. Like, I don't know what it be. When I be saying 25 years, it sounds crazy. But like, even my mom, she remembers when I was younger, I was obsessed with astrology. Like, that was my thing. So I don't know.
And it's just crazy, like, just seeing somebody. It just seems like you could just look at somebody's posture, or just as soon as they say, "Hey," it's like, "Oh,
I've done things like, okay, one time." Okay, this is an example of what I'm not lying at all. Like, I swear, I don't lie. I'm telling y'all the truth. So I was with my friend, and he's used to this by now, because we've been friends for 20 something years. So he's used to all my weird shit by now. And I love that he be there, because I'm not crazy. So I don't know if y'all remember this movie. I can't remember what it's called. I want to say it's like Room 1492 or something. It's with Samuel L. Jackson and John Cusack, right? Remember, he was in that room. Okay. So I never seen this movie. So I'm watching it, and I'm like, why does he look like Elon Musk? I don't know why. I'm kind of high. So I'm just like, this nigga look like Elon Musk. And he like, you know, he looked like him a little bit. So why I Googled their birthdays, and they have the same birthday, bro. They have the same birthday. Like, I can see it in people. It's getting to that point where and I've done this multiple times. Like, I've done it so many times that it's not weird to me more. Like, but like, that's just one of the examples that I'll give. Like, I'll say things like, they look like somebody, or I bet you they're this, and they be that. So I don't know. I'm just getting to the point where I can kind of see it in people, and it's hypervigilance. Like, basically I use my weaknesses, like hypervigilance and being the fact that I just kind of sit back, and I used it instead of like making it a negative thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it helps with my job, and it helps people feel comfortable, because they feel like I know them, and I accept their negative parts. Like, I'm not like, okay, well, it makes sense to me that you're doing X, Y, and Z because you have these placements, you know? So I guess that's the best way I can describe it. I can't do it all the time, but like I said, I've had several times where I've done that, and John Cusack and Elon Musk have the same birthday. Or I want to say it's the same day, or it's very close. It's very close. Do you think this interferes with Christianity? Christianity is based off of astrology, actually. The Bible is based off of astrology. So you can actually look that up, how they correlate. But especially, you know, like the 12 sign zodiac, that's really big in the Bible. So I don't think anything really interferes with Christianity. I think people need to stop acting like the Bible doesn't have a lot of spiritual stuff in it, like candles. Like, people were coming for Tamar Braxton because she burns candles. Like, that's in the Bible. It's like astrology's in the Bible. Like, they were using stars to find Jesus. Like, I don't know what y'all want. Like, stop.
Yeah, the Eastern Star or whatever. Yeah.
And I just said that, like, the North Star, like did that have a astrology, like, you know, they'd be like, follow the North Star? Is that any impact on astrology as well? Just
I mean, I think this really talks about how people use the sky to do things that we needed to do. But yes, I think that, like, okay, if the sun is in a certain part of the sky, it would tell them, okay, this is what we do with the crops, or we've lost that. So yes, I think the North Star is just one small part of the fact that we used to use the sky for a lot of other things. So like we get bits and pieces of it. Like I said, they spoon feed us a little bit of things here and there. And that's why I be telling people, like, you know how much stuff they've lied about. So when I tell you that our zodiac is been fucked with, like, why do you think that they would give you that like raw? Like, why do you think that they would give you that straight up? You know, and they've lied about so many other things. Like, that's why I don't feel bad about it, because I'm just like, okay, well, you might need to be a little bit open to the fact that a lot of things that they've said and told us are not complete. They give us little bits of things. And like, if somebody came and said, hey, there's a 14 sign, and I had the proof, and I was like, you know, I'd be open to it. I'd be like, hey, okay, cool. There's new information. Like, I'm somebody that once I get information, I'm not like, now I used to be like that, but now that I've kind of accepted that things are not always as they seem, I'm like, okay, I believe that shit. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, that's how I am. So,
all right, y'all. Well, look, this has been one hell of a conversation. We have to get into an intermission. We will get to the questions. We got Harley. Harley, you gonna stick around for about 30 more minutes for the second half?
Yeah, we got another 30 minutes with her. We're going.
30 minutes of her time, so we're gonna try to answer more questions. We're gonna get everything down in the second half. Just to give y'all a chance, stretch y'all legs, get something to drink. We'll be right back doing this after this intermission. All right.
All right, y'all. We're getting ready to come back from our intermission. How are y'all enjoying the show so far? Hopefully everyone is enjoying the show thus far with Harley, man, dropping knowledge. Like not even kidding. Like I'm really gonna be looking up a lot of stuff tonight and going forward on like my sign and everything like that. Yeah, man. Let me know in chat how y'all are enjoying the show right now. It's great, says Brittany. Nice.
We are back from the intermission. I had to load my cup up with more ice. You know,
That's all you drink is ice.
it's not ice. It's lemonade.
How you liking it so far, bro? Is your perspective changed thus far on
Hey,
not just Zodiacs, but the whole? See, Zodiacs is just a piece of the puzzle that we're learning. It's a
Well-
whole thing.
well, you're right. Look, I'm gonna say this. I've been informed on a lot of stuff,
Right.
but the two things that stuck out to me was to incorporate this to like children.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know if that would change, but I mean, hey, why not give it a shot? You didn't get things, so why not try to use astrology and studying your signs and find out at an early age why such and such might be doing this or
Now
why
we just say they bad and whoop them.
right.
Now they bad. Well,
Oh, you know, that's
maybe
the first thing I was thinking. When she was like, yeah, you know, they say them kids bad, whooping them ain't gonna change it. I was like, now look at Sean last week talking about
See?
some he just gonna
and,
whip it
and
out.
last week you were just talking about
I
that.
did say that, but I did come up with the methods too. So don't
I
do that.
didn't get the other method. The only person said the different
I
method
told
to me
you.
was Ziggy in the corner.
No,
Sunday corner.
I told you they have parents that have somebody run around the block, military stuff, push-ups. You got to do 100 push-ups. They got
That's like whooping them.
It's not. Come on, Zay. You doing push-ups? That's making you stronger. Yes, you trying to do 100 push-ups?
But what I'm saying is, but for her to make that comment, and we like last episode was just talking about that.
Yeah.
But the other thing too is the relationship. Now you heard what she said. That was interesting. She said before you even decide to get married, while you're in a relationship is important. Now people will say go to counseling, go to therapy. You can go to an astrology and really find.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get it straight next week, so I know if I need to go with it or drop it. Get it done next week.
Don't do that.
I might be in Vegas by Tuesday. Go ahead and say I do and get it out the way.
Lord, that's crazy.
All right, y'all. Y'all ready to bring Harley back in from intermission?
Yes.
All right. Our guest of honor, Harley.
Hey.
Welcome back.
All
Hope you
right,
got a good stretch in and everything.
Yeah, I'm good.
I want to start you guys off with a story. So one of my friends called me. She was like, hey, well, we was at work talking. She was like, hey, I got some tickets to Reggae Fest. And I'm just like, I ain't really into no reggae. I don't think this gonna be, but it's something to do. We're gonna get out, we're gonna go. So boom, I go to the Reggae Fest. Keep in mind, everybody here know I've been looking for someone to do Zodiacs for weeks now. Like weeks. Everybody who I hit up, they don't respond. So I'm just like, this is crazy. Like nobody's available, nobody's checking DMs or anything. So I'm just like, whatever. I gave up hope. So I'm at the Reggae Fest. So I passed up this stand for card reading. So I look, I keep walking because I'm like, Taylor, this is not about work today. Go enjoy yourself. Don't think about this podcast foolishness. Just don't do it. So I'm standing there with my friend. I text Ziggy and Sean. I'm like, hey, I see a card reader. I'm about to go over here and find out if she's interested, if she does Zodiacs, yada, yada. So Ziggy like, go for it. That's you. Just go ahead and go for it. So I'm like, I also want to do a card reading because years ago, before I became older in age, me and my friends would go every so many weeks and do card readings. We would go downtown in Jakesbury. We all would be like, okay, I'm always a person of energy. So when I see people, I'm like, okay, this is the person we're gonna go to. And they'd be like, all right, so you say let's go, we just gonna go. That's normally how it goes. So we normally do that. So I went over there. So she was like, I was like, hey, I want to do a card reading. So she's like, all right, cool. So she was like, okay, well, what is your sign? So I told her, she was like, okay, well, when is your birthday? Early June? So I'm like, yeah. So she went on, she starts pulling these cards and everything pretty much falls into my favor of things that I had been questioning. Like you ever question so much, and you're finally just like, you know, this works. This is it. I'm feeling this one. But it was nothing but good energy, positive vibes. And after she told me everything, then I explained to her, hey, I have this podcast and we would like for you to come on. And she was immediately interested. The only difference she told me was, hey, I'm not really into the 12 sign thing. I'm just a 13 thing. I just want to let you know. If not, I could find you somebody else. But she was a fit. Like it was kind of like one of those situations where a person kind of drew me to them without drawing me to them. And I was like, hey, let me present this. And everything was well. I mean, she pretty much told me our podcast is going to blow up and I'm just going to be a millionaire. And I've accepted that. Like, I'm ready for all of that to flow in my favor. I mean, she didn't say exactly that, but you know how we are, Black people. We take what we want and we do what we want with it. So that's what we at.
I think I literally said podcasts before told me you were on podcast.
You said you said something like with video, audio. You was like, it's something around that. And that's why I laughed. Because I never once told her anything.
Yeah, she didn't say anything the whole reading, which again, she's supposedly a Gemini. She's supposed to be a communicator. She sat there with the straight poker face the whole time. Like, I'm not saying shit. And I was like, okay, like I already know the energy, so I expect this. You know, I'm not going to be able to get you to talk. I'm not. So let me just go ahead and do what I got to do. But because I'm so like confident in my gift, I don't. Like I had a couple people when I went that were skeptical, and they're like, "What?" Like they're like, and I'm like, "Yeah, it's just a regular day. I'm about to go get some lunch. You want? You know, I'll talk to you later." You know, I'm like blowing people's minds, and I'm just like, "Yeah, I gotta go." Like, you know, so it's very. I thought it was cool. I was like, "Yeah, this was definitely cool," because I kind of felt the same way about the Reggae Fest. I wasn't gonna go because they kind of like it was disorganized, but I was like, all right, let me go. I just feel like I need to be here. Like, like I just feel like I'm supposed to be here. But I was really dope. The whole thing was dope. But yeah, podcasts and stuff. I love teaching. I love giving people different perspectives just to think about. You know, say I don't want to change anybody's mind, but I just want you to think maybe there might be something else out there. And like y'all said, y'all can Google it. You know, so. I appreciate y'all having me on. It was really, really cool.
No, we appreciate you. Like I appreciate you big time.
So now we're going to do something different.
Okay.
Different. It's not always good. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a card reading for Zig and Sean. We're gonna see what the cards fold on their end, and then we're gonna pick 2 guests to also do a card reading. So. We're gonna start with Sean because that's my favoriteest person ever in the whole wide world. Now don't pull a death card out on him too soon. I think he's ready for that one yet.
Oh well, that's not always a death card.
I'll put you up there with a go ahead.
I mean, if he's a Scorpio, the death card supposedly rules Scorpio, so he shouldn't be too scared of it. All right. So am I just reading anything? Like. Is there anything?
Well, Sean, what would you? Is there something? I would love to know about Sean's dating life. What's gonna come to him?
Sure you would. I figured
that. His dating life.
Why you nervous, bro?
He's emotionally unavailable. He wants to be in a marriage though, relationship, but maybe more focused on money, getting yourself stable. But there's somebody that you're not talking to or somebody that you haven't been talking to that you want to talk to again. You're probably going to start talking again. Something about stubbornness, ego. You don't want to be the first to reach out. They don't want to be the first to reach out. But it was more like timing. It was more like timing though. It's like y'all needed, it's not, the connection wasn't ready. It's like timing. Somebody might also be with somebody else right now. So that might be why y'all can't be together. But yeah, you're going to start talking to somebody again that you stopped talking to. Yeah.
Okay.
I accept that one.
It's somebody's about to come back. Y'all going to be together, but there's a lot of stubbornness and trying to distract yourself with other things. But that's on both sides. So y'all must both be stubborn. But you are more stubborn for sure. That's what I'm getting in this situation. But yeah, I feel like you're going to get married.
You have pineapples in a card reading?
No, we don't. Don't disregard that. No, disregard that, please.
It's intense. Yeah. Y'all got an intense connection. So you like this person.
So Sean, you're dating. So Sean, you have somebody that you could actually date that you don't want to date, and
Right now.
All I'm gonna say is the reading is 95% correct.
95.
See, that's
See,
my book. That's
the stubbornness.
I'll take
But
it.
that's the stubbornness right there.
I'll take the 95%.
The
That's fine.
95% is
so the 5% must be they're not in a relationship. That's the 5%.
yeah.
Well, they might not be in a relationship, but they talking to somebody else or something. They ain't single. Like they ain't sitting in the house waiting. I just heard
you
have
to contact them.
My usher in my head, so it's okay, girl. Yeah,
She's
so
preaching.
it's like somebody's on there. They usher. You don't have to call. So it's like, yeah, they may not be in a relationship, but
usher
they ain't
could be in
sitting
the
in the house fiddling their thumbs. But it's more pride. Pride is more the issue, I think, here. So yeah, I don't know if that did it. Single-ish.
Oh, that read it for me. That was perfect to the T. That's all we've been asking for like 2 seasons now. So now we know.
Is it so it's not somebody on the other end of the earth? It's somebody you know.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead,
that
bro.
you talked to
what
before.
You gotta do.
But y'all broke up or something, like y'all fell out or some shit. You're not talking.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it's like I don't think y'all talking right now.
Steph Curry. Nothing but net.
Yeah,
So
y'all
you
keep trying to find someone else. They keep trying to find somebody else, but nobody else does it.
It's not working. Y'all for each other. Yeah. So reach out. Those dating apps, they're not going to even help you. The ones I was suggesting because you have somebody and you didn't tell me that you had somebody.
Oh, look, see, Harley, look, the body language, drinking, twitching, moving around. Look,
very thirsty.
Got you.
Very thirsty.
That's a sign of being nervous.
No, that's a sign of me just
He's
being
sweating.
nervous.
He's sweating over there. They ain't the light.
Well,
He's sweating.
I mean, November men are hard to get in relationships, especially depending on the relationship with the mother. My son's November 13th, so that's why I'm trying not to mess him up too much. Nobody be like, "Yo, son," I'm like, "I know," but no, November men can be really cutthroat. They can be really cold, so you gotta watch them.
Oh,
he cold as ice.
They can
cold
be
as that ice in his cup.
But they're lovers, though. They love, but when they're hurt, it's real vindictive. That's why people think they're Scorpios. But it's really, they feel like they got to get their get back. It's like they got to balance shit out. So, but that's like Future. I think Future's the 20th of November. Biden is too.
I am November 20th.
Yeah, that's Future and Biden's birthday. Biden. Jill was out there probably fighting them hoes over Biden back in the day. Okay. Okay, and that's why I was like, hold on, y'all gonna let Biden be president? Y'all gonna let the white version of Future be president? Yeah. All right. And y'all mad because them student loans is finicky. Y'all look, y'all don't be looking at the astrology. Y'all don't.
We about to drop some bombs soon. We ready?
Wake up, Joe.
All right, so I'm gonna read him next.
Yep.
Zig, is there anything specific that you want to know? I'll let you be the judge of what
I don't know.
I don't think I'm future toxic.
Probably not. I mean,
I don't even know what that is.
Future's different, but I'm just saying that's kind of the energy. You're working with that.
You want to do work life?
Yeah, we could do work. Yeah, let's do that. Work life.
I know you're not future toxic. No, I don't think he's future. I don't think he's Pluto. Pluto got access to resources that allow him to be extra toxic, so it's levels to it. All right, so you spoke that death card up.
Dang.
Whatever you're doing for work, no, it ain't it. It's time for something new. Not yet, but I feel like soon. You're going to be going towards something new, like next year, probably. Like, it's probably sooner than you think, because I see you're really stable and you're, like, very dedicated to it, but it's time for something new. Like, whatever you're going to be doing, though, you're going to make more money doing it. Let me see if I can find out what it is, but it's time for a new job or something new. It's something that's going to make you happy. It's like you've already looked into doing it, but you're not doing it. It's like it would make you way more happier. It might be something where you can like have more freedom. Yeah, because you're about to get into something that you're actually emotionally invested in. But you're probably resisting it because of stubbornness. Yeah, stubborn. So like you probably might own your own business or get into business or do something where you don't have to work for someone. Yeah. This is coming in like probably 2023, like maybe towards the end of 2023. Because you're not a good subordinate. You're not a good listen to people what people tell me to do. you're not a person who needs to be told what to do. So that's what's probably like you already know this though, but you're like, I don't know, maybe you feel obligated to stay where you're at, but you got some good money cards coming in next year. Like, do you have children?
Yeah, I got a daughter. Yeah,
it's like you'll have more time to spend with your children. You'll be happier. So like whatever you're doing, I feel like it's business related. Like you're gonna be owning your own business. Making good money. And it's like artistry, like so music or art or something. You might have some like art talents. And I see you maybe working with somebody. Like you might like I don't know if maybe you're in a relationship, so maybe this person could be like a joint thing where y'all work together. Because I feel like if you're with somebody, they're also business minded or would be good in that arena or something like that. But yeah, I see money. Like you got good money, but it's not what you're doing now. It's something else, and it's more entrepreneurial. Like you're calling the shots.
Okay.
Yeah, Spirit is trying to get your attention about this, but you're like just sitting here like bored as hell at work, daydreaming about what you really want to be doing.
Not her showing you the card of what you do.
Wow. Crazy.
Like I could be doing this right now, like making this, doing this, like instead of here.
Yeah,
so,
this is crazy.
Yeah, she on it, bro. Cause Dami, my wife, she was talking about starting her own business, and then the art. Now I do graphics work on graphic designing and doing all type of stuff like that with other businesses. So yeah, and then the part you said about not taking orders and different things like that. I hate dealing people. Everyone that knows me at work, they know I hate dealing with lazy people. So I did just get promoted to a manager role like 2 weeks ago. So that's like you.
That ain't for you.
But you on the money.
You're not a punch a clock type of dude.
No.
You can keep fronting like you is, but the money is in a job where is not a job. It's actually your gifts are what's going to make you the most money.
Yeah,
it's going to make you the most happy, the most content. Your family is going to be eating good. So it's coming into next year though. Whatever you're working at, just know you're not going to be probably working there.
No, you were hitting it on the. Hey, she's good. Where you got her from, T?
At the Reggae Fest. I was at the Reggae Fest. So we had 3 people that actually follow my directions on Instagram. And only one of them that I actually see live in chat. So that's T Dunn.
Okay, T Dunn, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Can I know your birthday by chance? If she's still in the chat?
I think it was 93.
Do me and Zig choose somebody else or just
yes? Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just actually I don't want to take up too much of Harley's time because I know she's on a I just want to make sure we respectful to her time.
Yeah, I gotta read to my boys. They probably out there at the door like, look, it's Harry Potter time. They don't play by their story time. All right, January 10th. Okay. So let's see. What do you want? Well, I guess I can just do a general reading. Or she said general. I'll just do a general reading. Then. All right. You need a reading. You actually need to get a reading. Because you're like, there's a lot of like lack of clarity like in your life. Well, you're in astrology, you're going through what we call a Saturn return. And a Saturn return is basically when Saturn returns back to the same place he was when you were born. This is when you become an adult. This is what we call adulthood, like 28, 29, 30. People say we're adults when we're 18, but you ain't an adult until you like 30. Like that's when you're making, you're making actual decisions like an adult. So that's what you're going through at this age. Like, so that's probably why there's a lot of confusion happening for you. So you may actually need to get reading. Not be with me, but you may need to sort of reading because there's a lot of confusion about what you're meant to do. But I also see there's somebody you're not talking to that wants to be with you. They come. I don't know if you blocked this person. Did you block this person?
Tell me
love a good
more.
block. Yeah, there's somebody who was like real they have like relationship PTSD or some shit. So they were like taking this out on you. Like this was somebody who wasn't open to the relationship. They were being really cold or like standoffish or something like that. They regret that shit. They're in their feelings. This is why I call my Draking card, because you know this is like Drake when he be crying. So the son, I didn't block him, but I'm not. Yeah, well, he basically feel like he got blocked because he don't know what to do. But he's gonna like start working on himself. He's gonna start healing, getting his shit together. It really was dependent on you because it was like you were kind of tolerating it for a while, but since you're not anymore, like there's a lot of wanting to heal and work on themselves, be a better person. They might have been like crying over an ex too. They might have not been over someone like from the past or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, somebody's working on themselves. They might even went to see the lady. Like somebody might be getting therapy or some shit, or they're doing a lot of reflection. I don't know if this person's around the same age as you or something too, because it feels like they could be going through like a similar thing that you're going through, like trying to find themselves maturing, growing. Is they basically they're realizing they're toxic, pretty much. They're doing a lot of reflection on why do I do the things that I do? Why do I push people away? Why do I self-sabotage in relationships? So you did the right thing by cutting them off. But you need to work on, yeah, the lady. That's what the hermit is. When men, I went to go see the lady, you know how men be like acting like they actually changed. Yeah, he's actually changed. He is, or this person changed it. It's really happening. But you need to focus on your spiritual path, though. There's a lot of like power that you're not using. You definitely need to be self-employed too, because there's good energy around you making money on your own, like being entrepreneur or something like that. But you need to like work on that. You might even be starting to go to school, or you might learn something. Yeah, because you have gifts. Like you're supposed to be seen more. Very intelligent, very smart. You need to be using these gifts, because that might also be why your love life is kind of on hold too, because your spirits want you to work on yourself instead of like focusing on this person, because they ain't ready. They getting ready, but they not ready. But I feel like if you haven't talked to this person, you'll talk to them within the next couple months, like before the end of the year. Y'all order. I have a supper Friday. Y'all order y'all plates. Okay. Yes. Yeah, you have gifted hands, so anything where you use your hands will be good for you. So that's what your spirits want you to work on. But that person's coming back. That's your person. Whoever that is, that's your person. Just so you know. I know people be mad when I be telling them that the person they don't want is their person, but I'm like, well, just somebody come in and sweep you off to Mexico. It's not happening. It's just somebody you already know.
Betty, take what you got and work with it.
Mm-hmm. So I hope that helped. But yeah, your
Yes,
cards
ma'am.
look good. Your cards look good.
Well, we can't express, enough how much we appreciate you coming on to the show, and chatting with us today.
I need my love reading.
You need your love reading?
I need my love reading, so I know what I need to do.
So you want me to do a love reading really quick, and then I can.
Yes, I need a love reading.
Okay. All right, cool. I'll do a love reading really quick. That's no problem. All right.
Go ahead and do the cards real nice.
I want him to be my person, but I can't fight him for that. Yeah, it's not up to you. He'll be back. It's just a maturity thing. Gotta grow up sometimes.
What did I miss? What we doing?
We got one more reading. We got one more reading, and then Miss Harley gotta cut out.
All right, no problem. We doing a love reading for Tay, I'm assuming.
Tay talks.
Oh, that Gemini up there?
Yeah,
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, you're a Taurus now?
Uh-oh.
When she said everybody follows what she says, I was like, look at her bossy self. Look at bossy little Taurus. She's a Gemini. She goes with the flow. She's in the background. Yeah, whatever. I was like, look at her sounding all bossy. Yeah, everybody just goes and says what I do. Okay, so I don't know if you've been having issues with somebody in a relationship, like y'all been beefing, or you kind of had to like check them on some shit, or like this person for some reason somebody
I was looking for.
Huh?
That wasn't the reading I was looking for.
Well, this is what's coming out. It feels like, I don't know, it just feels like somebody's trying to get their shit together. Like, I feel like this person does want to work on things. They do want to be better for you. But I think it may have taken some sort of either conversation or interaction between y'all two for this person to really get it, to like really want to like improve. Because I see somebody trying to improve themselves, or like trying to work on themselves. I feel like this, again, it's somebody you already know. they're selfish. Like this person might have selfish tendencies. Like they more so think about themselves a lot, what they want. They don't really think about what you want a lot. Yeah, I don't know if you talking to this person or not either. I don't know what the hell's going on with y'all two, but if y'all not talking, they waiting on you to come back. Or they waiting on, somebody's waiting on you. Yeah, somebody ain't about to let you get away. Like you might think somebody about to let you get away, but they not. I see you like either living with, I was about to say living with this person or getting married to them soon. It's one of the other. It could be an earth sign or Cancer. I don't know. Yeah. It's like things were held up between you and somebody, but they're about to start moving forward. I don't know. It feels more like immaturity could have been what the problem was with this person, not really knowing how to be in an adult relationship, or not really like, maybe, I don't know them like that, but they don't want no beef with you. This person don't want no smoke. They like,
these lights are hot.
Like, you got it, you right. This is like this person's energy, like, you right. Yeah, this person probably got a big ego though. They probably look good or something. Probably really attractive. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like y'all might have fell out, or y'all was arguing, or y'all was beefing or something like that. But it feels like they want to like fix that. They don't want you to go nowhere. So yeah, you either gonna be living with this person. Do you have a baby with this person? I don't know if you have a baby. You do or you don't? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Oh God. Okay. I see you having another child though. If you want one,
huh?
A girl. Do you want a child? Yeah.
Do I want another one? No. No.
Yeah. Well, be careful then, because you fertile. If you ain't fertile, then there's energy of a little girl around you. I'll just say that. You have strong like girl energy. This little girl will be very emotional. She might be born in the springtime, so be careful around those times if you're, not already locked down and protected. So I'm just throwing it out there. Doesn't have to be. I think you do want one, but you're in denial. But I'm not going to say anything else. I'm not going to call you. I think you do want one.
Tonight, huh?
I think you do want one. I think you think about it, but you're like, But I think you want one because there's a little girl around you. Give that man his girl, not that. Somebody out here advocating for somebody in the chat to have a little girl.
I gave up drinking, but I might stop back tonight.
Nah, I think you want a little girl. I think you're in denial about it though. But there's a strong little girl energy around you. Pretty little girl.
You asked for it, Tay.
I did. I didn't know how to.
You did ask for it. So you.
I wasn't going for that one though.
Harley, we really appreciate this. Like, you really dropped some knowledge, some gems, and as we tell all
guys, if you ever want to have me on again, I'm having no problem.
We'll just like, you are part of the Let's Hash It Out family. We enjoyed your time. We appreciate you taking out, the time out your busy schedule to educate us, to educate our community. And we really appreciate that. And anytime you want to come on, you have an open invitation to come on. So you're part of family now. So
all right. Well, I appreciate it, guys. It's been fun. I love it. Like I said, this is what I like to do, exercise my brain a little bit. So if you guys need me, like I said, my handles should be down there. You can follow me and just book with me. I'm very like the same way I am here. So if you have a question, don't ask me something you don't want to know. I'm going to tell you. So yeah. All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all later.
And one last thing, Miss Harley. One last thing before you leave, make sure you DM us your Cash App. We're gonna send you something. So
okay, I appreciate that. Normally I'd say no, but I'm working on receiving. So okay. I'm trying to work on that strong independent. I don't need nobody saying that.
Also email us your address, your full name and home address. You're gonna send you some gear.
We're gonna send you a gift if you're okay with that, or if you have a PO box you're more comfortable with, let us know. We want to send you a gift.
But I also need the number too. I can hit you up.
Okay, yeah, because sometimes I forget stuff. So if I don't do it right away, I forget sometimes. So if you ever heard from me, just ask.
You stuck with us.
Yes, thank you guys so much. Like I said, if you need me back on, I have no problem coming back on. But I will talk to y'all soon. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So everybody, that was Harley the Medium.
How you follow that?
I
How do you follow that?
All I'm gonna say is, Tay, I will be praying for you.
But Sean, you know, but bro, big bro, do you know what's crazy though? I was about to end the show, but Tay was like, "Oh no. Let me get mine in."
When she hit that, when she just hit that, she just really
said,
pow. Like, I was like, yeah. I don't think Tay wanted to hear that.
She don't want to hear it, but she needed to.
What do you mean how I feel about it? Sometimes the readings aren't always 100% accurate. Sometimes they're just a little off. No, that's not where y'all going with this. Wow. So everybody else got what they wanted to hear, but then I got some off the wall foolishness. And
it's not about what you want to hear.
I thought you're supposed to be a team. That's hashing out a team.
We are a team, but you asked for the smoke and you got fired.
I didn't ask for smoke. I asked for a ring. But they trying to give me a charge. I don't want that. I want a ring, not a charge.
Look, because Zig was about to be like, okay, Miss Harley, you're done. You know, we appreciate. Oh no, I want to get a love reading. You asked for it.
I'm gonna take Harley later. Me and her gonna talk about it one-on-one. Maybe someone's up with the cards. I'm gonna get her to do another little something. Someone else.
And guess what? I think the reading is still gonna be the same. So
you can't. It's not about what you want to hear. It's about what you need to hear.
I didn't need to hear that. That's really what y'all gonna do tonight?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. On a real serious note, I have, I guess, a new appreciation to do more research on just astrology in general, just in general to my sign. But she just went into a whole, like, just not even the horoscope part. It just like when she said that you need to just start educating children. I think that was the one that, because and Ting, like, you know, we always say, well, we need to go to therapy. We need to do the punishment. We need to have them do this.
You was just talking about spanking and stuff.
You never hear people say, well, that's why I asked her the question. Does astrology need to be a part of an educational course, like an elective or some type of, you know, some type of form of class after school, something? Because that was a great idea to try to get the children, know the parents and the children, get to know the signs, see, you know, just get ahead of it before it gets, you know, whatever. Not saying anything negative. I want to ask her a question though. I don't know if Tay and Zig, I don't know if y'all can answer this. Have you ever, was that your only reading, Tay? Like that was your only reading besides the one tonight? Well, let me ask you a question. Do you think that you can you have to hear or get a negative reading in order to get a positive result? Like pretty much like, okay.
Sometimes it's not always what you want to hear. Like, for example, what she told me is not what I want to hear. I still don't hear. My ears are closed.
So she got a positive reading, but then got a negative reading. So maybe the next reading will be a positive reading.
Is
that what you mean?
Yeah. So I'm
trying again.
The balance.
I'm saying, Zig, like you might.
It is a balance, yeah.
Well, no, it depends on what you're asking for too.
Right.
Like when I asked her about my first reading, honestly, was a general reading. I didn't ask her anything. Nothing.
Okay.
Her exact words to me is the person that's in your life is who you need to support you right now through what you're going through. That's exactly what she told me in my last reading.
Right.
She told me that. She said exactly what you're going through right now. The person that you have in your life is to help you through this moment right now, to support you and be there for you right now. That's what you need. And she also told me when it came to my life, she was like, you have a lot of money that's about to come in. She was like, you have endorsements, you have deals that you're going to sign. She was like, and you're also going to travel with what you do. She was like, I don't know exactly what it is. She said, but it has something to do with maybe like something like what I'm doing, like some kind of way reaching out to people. I don't know if it's card reading. I don't know if it's for advice. She was like, I don't know exactly what angle. But I mean, she hit it on the nose. Like a lot of stuff that she was saying, like, yeah. Like every time she flip a card and she's saying something, It like she tell you, I show no emotion sitting there. Like I didn't even let her know if she was doing right, if she was doing wrong, if something was making sense. I showed nothing. I sat there with glasses on, like with a straight face. And after she was done, I was like, "You hit it. Like you hit it on the nail. You hit it on the nail."
And you know what's so fascinating? Like I could be wrong. Maybe I wasn't watching, but she was just soon as you asked her questions, so you just like, all right, do the reading for Sean or do the reading for Zig. Yeah, you and I'm like, damn, you still shuffling the cards? How you? And I'm just puzzled. And then it was but then I noticed that she didn't look at the card until she was done explaining. As soon as she done explaining, she was like, yep, see, look, just like that. Like, but she was still shuffling the cards. And that.
So we just talked about Tate. Let's hash out your reading.
Oh no.
No. We got on Tate, but we got to make sure we distribute this evenly. Let's talk about your reading. Was it accurate?
Yeah.
Was she in the ballpark? Was she?
She was in the ballpark all the way. Like that's why I say 95%. The other 5%, it's kind of up for question, but yeah, it's 95% correct. Yeah.
So 90. I mean, that's still.
I mean, I have, but the thing that really hit me the most was when she said, "Yeah, you want to focus on stability, money." I have religiously preached that. I have. So
every episode you've been saying that.
I have been saying it. The 5% is the denial. No, why everything got to be a denial, T? Like, there's nothing denial. Like you said that for Tay. God damn.
She said, "Yeah, Tay. Yeah, she did say
LA.
that.
Yes, Harley is gone. We had to let her go. Or
yeah, she gave us a time block, so we, being respectful of her time.
Oh man, I wish I would have asked this girl. Is it the pineapple girl? I wish I could have asked her that.
It's not. I can tell you that for a fact. It's not.
I'm happy you know who she is.
But Tay, he know who she was talking about. He like, oh no, I know who it is.
No, it wasn't her though.
So do you know who it is?
I have an idea. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's not for podcast talk.
Oh, no. We ain't say dropping names. We just saying
we gonna end this podcast soon, so no worries. We got time. We ain't sleeping.
I ain't asked to drop names. We're just saying, like, okay.
I took a nap already, so I'm good for the night.
Tay hit a second win.
T, this is not the Breakfast Club. We don't name drops here. Just
yes, it is.
No.
This is the nightclub. Not the
all I
Breakfast
ask
Club.
is if you knew this person. That's all I ask, big dog.
It's not who y'all keep bringing up. No, I don't.
But seriously, do you feel like what she was saying was actually like she hit it on the nose? Seriously.
Yes, I do.
That's crazy.
Just the general soberness and the what she said, something else that was real, like the timing was just wasn't right because
she did say that. Yep.
The timing wasn't right because either we both was going through something, whatever, which I've told y'all before. I respect anybody that tells you up front from the jump. So everything she was speaking was very knowledgeable. It was,
and that lady don't know you from a can of paint,
right? And that was mind-boggling. I was like, wow.
So Sean, I'm to end on this note. So we know how you were saying the Power Ranger signs, the Power Ranger symbols.
Yeah.
What is your take on Zodiac and this whole new world now?
I feel like
she didn't flip that card. She flipped them cards to him. He take it serious. Somebody just read you your right. You ain't got no choice but to be like, you know what? I respect.
Well, I
respect something to it,
but I still respect the Captain Planet elements in the Power Ranger animals. She was saying tigers and metamorphosis type of characters that Power Rangers are associated with. But on a serious note,
that's the stubbornness she talked about. Keep going.
There you go. But I mean, overall though, I think it was knowledgeable for you, like for everybody. Like maybe if you are going through depression, like we always speak about on the show, depression, mental health, or you just feel like, man, it's just not one of my days. Why isn't it not my day? Now it's kind of like, instead of you just sitting back and pouring a drink or, whatever you might do. Now you might still do that. You might puff on a cigar like Zig like to do.
I did it before the podcast.
Right. Of course, Tay might like to eat her little chips and egg rolls or whatever calms her nerves.
Not chips and egg rolls.
Yeah. But I think it's a good idea though to really start taking astrology and make it a part of your I guess your self-learning experience.
Just learning yourself, like you said, you learning yourself.
It's like
y'all
you're
know
learning.
I'm about to order my houses video because I need to know.
Yeah, that's something else I ain't never knew. Like everybody kept on talking about horoscopes and
I had no clue about the houses. That threw me for a loop.
Oh, you didn't know? I thought Tay knew that.
I didn't know anything about any kind of house.
Anything about houses because I was kind of like houses. Like we got houses?
Each house has a different purpose.
Right. Each
So
house
listen,
has.
I had about 5 text messages. I was like, Tay, you look like you're out of it right now. But I was literally like taking everything in because it's so much more than what the basics that you normally know. Like it was so much more than just a 1, 2, 3. Like she didn't broke it down to us to really.
She really did
on your soul searching at this point.
Mm-hmm.
She did.
I think we all about to do some soul searching after this episode.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. My last reading wasn't it, so I'm gonna do another one.
Tay gonna let it roll. That didn't happen.
I'm gonna do another one. Maybe she was. Yeah, edit that part out. I don't like it.
I'm gonna edit it out. I mean, she was already on, kind of leaving. She was ready to get.
Yeah, no excuses. Keep it up. But anyway, to you though, Zig, she kind of got you.
Oh yeah, she was on the nail.
On 100%.
On
reels and TikToks.
You're great on what you are great at what you do. You're amazing. Like amazing. Like I give you that credit. Like you be on it.
That means a lot. I appreciate
I gotta be like, hey Zig, you're on bossy. Hey Zig, can we do XYZ?
And I say yes, ma'am.
Do this. And about 10 minutes, he'll be like, I'm at work, but give me a minute and I'm gonna send it to you as soon as I get off.
Right. You ain't gotta be all that yes, ma'am, Zig. Tell her, man, look, get to it when I get to it.
I be trying to be respectful, bro. Tate.
He's the opposite of you. He's the opposite.
See, we balance the team out.
Sean called for meetings never happen. Like
no, Sean responds and I get a text message like 8 hours later. Who the hell responds to text messages at 2:30 in the morning about some damn meeting? Meeting didn't pass already.
I mean, y'all know I'll be having the time of my life. So when we
know. That's why we be jealous looking out the window like, look at.
We be like, God damn, like drinks. Y'all be going. You and
I like to drink.
Say Zig, since T
no.
be
Let me tell everybody while we still have a lot of people here viewing.
All right, y'all, we about to go
and Zig to a party over.
What's going on, guys? This is Zig.
But Sean and Zig is not at my family party this weekend. They are canceled. Finito.
What if I had plans?
Finito.
So y'all done had 30 parties without us. I'm gonna make one.
So 31.
I'm done.
Zig, T and Tay be sugar daddy hunting.
Not no more. Not no more. Not no more.
You see her hand up.
Well, right? maybe T, but not Tay.
Why not me?
Tay off the market.
Didn't you tell everybody who's in her?
I thought you was off.
Are you or are you not?
I mean, I am off the market, but sugar daddies are different.
You're in a situationship. All right, I got you.
Sugar daddies are different.
How?
That's financial benefits.
That's cheating.
Whatever. Call it what you want. Don't call me broke.
Oh Lord, have mercy. So we go from I'm off the market to
but at this point, Haley didn't throw a curveball in my whole love life. At this point, I'm gonna go to sleep tonight and cry. Shit.
Nah, don't cry, T.
I'm thinking I'm about to be happy and live a normal life. She didn't throw a curveball at me.
Hey.
I don't like it.
And it just got worse, and it got worse and worse.
And she kept flipping cards. I'm like, Haley, stop.
Nah, she like, no, I'm on a roll.
Stop.
Yep. I was
like,
about
kids and all this. Look,
he was eating it up. He was like,
you saw his face down there, like. You had to take the glasses off. I said, I Zig and take his glasses off. I know he's taking his glasses off.
I couldn't. I was just like,
she was just building them blocks and them blocks and them blocks. And she was just, I was like, wow.
And at no point did she knock a block off. Every time she added another block, it was
like Tetris. Just kept building and building. She couldn't.
I'm sick to my stomach.
Not T. Oh, look, T said she was eating it up.
My family don't know no better. One thing y'all know about my family by now, they don't know no better. Duh.
It be your own people, boy. I tell you.
Yeah, your own flesh and blood, yours. God. But yeah, I don't know that reading ain't sit well with me. I am not okay. I am not.
Well, you have to go through.
I'm not okay.
You have to go through adversity to get to a greater place in life.
Bam, just like that.
I didn't. That wasn't the life that I decided for myself. Well, I don't want that road.
Guess what? You define what road.
Well, how about this? Would you not even thinking about the person? Would you want a daughter, a little girl?
I've never thought about having any more kids. The shop was closed.
Okay.
Then she kind of put it
up.
I
was just asking. Yeah.
Then she said, "You're very fertile." I was like, "Okay." Now I'm just.
Well, I'm not pregnant now. If that's what you want to know. I'm not pregnant.
I didn't ask you all that.
No. It's
just.
She said the daughter. I was like, well, she got the boy, so maybe her next partner, give her a girl.
I don't advise nobody to get no more readings. I think my reading days are over. I've heard all that.
I like this doing them live too, so you get their live reactions too.
Right. Yeah. I like that. Like you get the live
we should start doing that every so many episodes. I will give people.
Yeah. Then we invite them on the show to click the link to jump on.
Change. Yeah, maybe they'll change.
Yeah. Or the horoscopes or whatever everybody does. I guess.
Man,
this was
but to our listeners that are listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Alexa, y'all, I think this is probably one episode I would highly advise y'all go to YouTube and watch, because the facial reactions that Tay, Sean had during these readings, just next level. Like, and this is why we do this live on YouTube, because you wouldn't get this with an audio podcast. Like, this is just next level. So definitely appreciate y'all. S. Ryder, you mind closing the show up for us before we get on to our post show?
I mean,
final thoughts.
I guess I became a believer more than anything.
So we had Zodiacs out, didn't we?
We did. I think we did.
We hashed out the Zodiacs.
Our first successful hash out.
Yes.
I love it here.
I must say that it opened my thought process even more to not only learn myself on a more deeper level, not only my sign, but it was just a lot to educate myself on, like, spare time. When she was just talking about the Eastern and the Western and just like different years and the animals, like, no, not joking. I'm just saying, like the snake and rat and
the Chinese zodiac.
Right. So then she was talking about, that's why I was saying, when she was like, that's another thing I didn't know. Now I kind of put two and two together when she said, well, you can just look at the sky and then you can just kind of know, I guess, what sign it is.
That's what she said.
Where the sun at. So that's why I was saying, like, did astrology happen back in slavery? Like, following the North Star? Did a certain sign tell you to go this direction?
I think it was further. I think it was earlier than that with astrology.
I mean,
Because remember what they call the in history class. Remember the first clock? It was like the little stone with the little posts that go up in the shadow of the sun. Right. Yeah.
I mean, we can also see how slaves followed the stars to know where it was going. Like, it's a lot of stuff.
This man just drinking ice, dog. This is just mind-boggling. Like,
that's just cold heart. That cold heart.
This man just drinking vapor.
But it was interesting. It was very insightful. It was very education. Like, it was very, it just opened my thought process. Like, it really makes you just think about shit. But like I say, it wasn't just strictly for an individual on love. As you notice, we talked about how can we incorporate all of this into society to try to help a person out, to even like get them started at an early age.
I got you,
how
Raven.
beneficial it can help somebody. It's like crazy. Raven, her
There you
info
go.
right there. If you want to holler at her, get at her. Also support her.
Also, if you follow us on Instagram, we'll actually post her page later on tonight once I get Apple Music and all that uploaded. And I'm gonna re-upload the episode. We're gonna edit some things out. Gotta do that. And
we're not editing.
They giving me more.
Nothing out.
No, he has to edit out, breaking all that out. He has to edit that. He does that every time.
Edit out that.
He can snip a little bit more too. If he like, I'm cool with it.
No.
But yeah, we'll definitely post it so it's easier to get to. But that's the information too if you want to go right now.
Yes.
Get it. I'm gonna have it on the scroll at the bottom. There you go.
Other than that, before we get to the post show, like I said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I hope that episode 8 was to y'all satisfaction. I appreciate everybody coming through, supporting us. As always, I need y'all to continuously support us. We really appreciate all the support, the repost, the like, y'all sharing it, everything from buying the merchandise. We appreciate all of that. We need y'all to continuously to tell a friend to follow us at Let's Hash It Out Podcast on Facebook. Let's Hash It Out Podcast on Instagram. Follow Tay Talks. Follow Ziggy the Beast. Follow S Writer. Even if y'all, like I said, don't be afraid to hit us up. If y'all want us to talk about certain things, it could be for a future episode. But I know a lot of people is probably talking about Kanye, or as his legal name, Ye. There's been a lot of controversial comments and things he's been doing. A lot of people been feeling a lot of ways. You have a lot of people that's been supporting Ye. You have a lot of people that hasn't really
another future bonus, probably bonus episode.
Yes, yeah, and I'm just saying, but I'm just saying
that's a good one though.
But I'm just saying we are open to all suggestions. This is the podcast where not only do we come up with topics to talk to y'all about, but we listen to our viewers, and y'all can just draw us topics. And Tay, myself, and Zay could get together, and we'll try to make sure we bring it up on the show and make it part of the show. That way, y'all guys feel included, because without y'all, this is not possible. So we make sure that y'all are a part of the show and make sure that y'all feel welcome. So yeah, man, that's my final thoughts. But my thinking has been, I'm not gonna lie, my thought process has been open. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So that's what's up. And before we go, I want to give this lady right here her flowers. Tay, just from the beginning of you coming onto this podcast, so now it's just been a blessing. Give us it's paying off dividends. Because think about it, if Sean didn't meet Tay, and Tay didn't come onto the show, and then the whole butterfly effect, right? We wouldn't have had this episode. We wouldn't have had Harley. Sean wouldn't have gotten his reading that he knows his future love of his life. Certain things.
I would have to thank Sean, because clearly Sean saw something in me to give me the option when I came on the first time. And then after that, he was just like, yeah, we're thinking kind of a little more permanent. So I appreciate him seeing whatever he saw in me, because I don't know, some days I come on here and I be like, dang, is this for me? But we keep it rolling.
You'd be like, dang, I can't believe I hang out with these dudes. These boys lame. It's all right though.
Why me? I invited y'all to the cool kids party. Now it's your option if you come and join the cool kids.
Yeah, but I might.
What if I come?
Costume though.
What if I come as I am?
Sean, just be a preacher. Like, we just gonna take
preacher. What type of shit is that?
Just get a robe. Just get a choir robe.
Or you can be a ghost. Just get you a little sheet and put the holes in your face.
That sounds like a Ku Klux Klan member. Stop it. How about me just being a rapper? How about that?
Look,
I don't know if a rapper is really a good impersonation for you. You got to maybe be a basketball player. Wear the matching jersey with the shorts and bring a basketball.
I ain't got all that.
So look, we try to give Tay her flowers, and look at this.
I'm gonna come as a Let's Hash It Out podcast co-host. How about that?
Yeah, because you're actually the host and I'm the co-host, so that might work.
Yeah.
He said you gonna come as a pineapple salesman.
I
I'm weak.
am weak.
We need to leave that alone, bro. We're done with that. Stop bringing
Bro,
that.
you about to come as a pineapple, bro?
I love it here.
I'll be weak if you do that.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, y'all. If y'all want to stick around for the post show, I appreciate it. I'm Ziggy the Beast. That's Tay Talks. This is S Rider, and we just hashed out episode 8 of the podcast where we hung out with HarleyTheMedium and learned about Zodiacs, tarot, and astrology. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Same podcast time, same podcast channel. And we out, y'all. Thank you once again to everyone that joined us on today's show. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button on the way out and make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. And once again, thank you. If you want to, please stay tuned for our post show with Tay, myself, and S Rider. And if not, we'll see you next week.
Get out your feelings and stop the killing and run your mouth. We talking east to the west, I'm not bringing back the south. Bases is loaded, 2 strikes and 1 more, I get you out. Let's talk about like adults and sit back and hash it out. Hash it out, 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 and we gon' hash it out. Hash it out, hash it out, hash it out, hash it out. Let's get your cups and sit back and let's talk and hash it out. Men lie and women lie, but numbers don't. We can debate if you want, but I know you really won't. I'ma reach and guess my percentage on the desk. I'm sure like Holmes, detective skills, it be at the max. S Rider, this topics he bringing be the best. Ziggy the BCB streaming, that man is built for next. Take talk, she wear the dress, but don't try to press. I'm S dotted, I'm camping smacking, we at your neck. Hash it out, 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 and we gon' hash it out. Hash it out, hash it out, hash it out, hash it out. Let's get your cups and sit back and let's talk and hash it out. Get out your feelings and stop the killing and run your mouth. We talking east to the west, I'm not bringing back the south. Bases is loaded, 2 strikes and 1 more, I get you out. Let's talk about like adults and sit back and hash it out.
I just say great shit.
Good
Okay.
show, y'all.
But this is the post show where we're just gonna be kicking back for about a couple of minutes, about 5 minutes. It was a great show, man. Oh, there she go. It was a great show. We hashed out. I think we actually hashed out something together as a collective unit. It was good to see.
What you over there evil chuckling at?
I don't know, because we always end the show off with.
I'm about to text that girl tonight. He like, you know what?
That's what. Tay knew I was getting at.
Tonight, you don't have to say it, Zig. I do it. I play devil's advocate.
They knew what I was going with that.
Is going to bed as soon as I get off this post show.
See, that stubbornness. See,
so boring. So boring.
Hey, it is. You don't get up at 4 in the morning. So.
What she said, you waiting for her to call you first.
Yeah.
You waiting for her to initiate.
They waiting for each other.
And she waiting for you to call her.
Because she talking to little Johnny over there, her and Johnny not even meant to be together. She meant to be with you. But you ain't ready.
Situation will arise.
Hey, only can let the stars align and let God take the path. So.
You still gotta walk it.
Yeah, I'm about to say God can set the path, but you still have to take the steps down the path.
Trust me, my walk is a little easier than what Tay has to walk. Because she
has
shoes, socks. I don't know what type of
baby. Was it a girl? That was a lot to take in. Like that was a lot.
Yeah.
But you though, all you gotta do is pick the phone up though, Sean. Pick the
That was
Exactly.
bro. It's
Sean, you
9
know,
o'clock.
1, 2, 3.
It's 9
What?
o'clock, dog. Pick
Trying not to
that,
you
pick
to
that phone up.
such a head, big head.
No, Sean's going to sleep.
Not the hey big head.
Hey, big.
Going to sleep.
Is that lame if somebody text you hey big head?
Now I just know what it is at that point. What? That's how I say what, bro. What?
What you want, bruh?
What, bro?
Man, somebody call you bruh.
It sounds like you might.
Sean, what would you do? What would you do if your girl call you bruh? Look here, bruh.
Some things don't need a response, dog.
So you wouldn't respond to her?
That's what I learned. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes the best response is no response. Because
I agree. I agree.
I actually agree with that. I agree.
I agree with that.
I'm not gonna lie.
Bullshit.
Sometimes I just get to the point where I feel like if I gotta keep explaining shit, or if I gotta keep trying to make it make sense, and you're not catching on, then I'm just gonna stop texting. Because I just don't have
That's
to.
me. If the math not math, then I'm done with it.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Sean,
can't,
that's not funny. Wait, what did he say?
what did I say?
He said a lot.
I mean, I always say shit that's funny.
When your moon hit that second phase, is over with. Hey, that's true because we always talk about. Apparently, we always talk about our suns, but don't talk about our moons.
See, that was another thing. Like
That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
sun, the moon, that stuff I gotta learn. Like that stuff I gotta do more research on. And it was informative though. So y'all gotta thank Tay, because if it wasn't for Tay meeting
Tay set all this up.
Yeah, meeting Harley. I mean, we wouldn't have known about all this stuff, you know.
I regret it at this point. I wish I just left at the reggae fest and kept it moving.
Oh man.
Sean, all you gotta do is just a call, big dog.
Bruh.
Morris Bart, one call, that's all.
Yeah, but that's
We'll arise.
Well, Linda said keeping them tabs open, like Firefox, opening up, keeping tabs on them.
Man, they still use
No, but Zig, this should be a door opener for you too to really get on.
I'm about to yell at some people at work since I'm a manager now. Look here, I got my reading yesterday. Clean all this shit up. All right, oh yeah, get all that up.
See, I can see
I got my reading.
Walking into his boss office.
I'm a bust through the door. All right, now come on.
I got a reading. I don't need this shit. Fuck out of here.
His future his new future gonna start sooner than he think.
Look here.
And pretty
Get
much
all y'all up out of here.
I don't even know it. It's like he's been doing it already.
Yeah.
You just gotta take it another notch.
Yeah, that's what she said. I gotta ramp it up.
Yeah. Well, she gave you till next year, the end of next year.
Next year won't be popping. Looking to put the boxes in the box.
In the box.
Oh yeah, they put in the. You know how the parents be when they be trying to get the
words out. Sound like
they be trying to get the words out. I see you coming in like that. I'm a good manager. I'm not like that. Now, if you lazy, then you'll probably hate me. I'm good. I'm nice to my good workers.
Yes, indeed.
T said we lit this weekend, so we need to bring something. We need to bring a bottle or something.
Yeah, bring a bottle. Bottle's
Right.
cute.
What's Sean? What you bringing, bro?
Myself.
Me, myself, and I. That's all you have in the end.
Like Beyonce,
If you don't send that text message out.
Remember what she said? He wants to have everything perfect before he sends that text message.
T done cooking?
Oh yeah, T done cooking?
Yeah.
No, not for
Yes,
Friday. For the party. We ain't talking about for the supper place.
That's what I'm saying.
My whole family are cooks, so everybody cook something different.
No, it's T done cooking.
I don't know. You have to ask her what's on her menu for Saturday. I'm on hookahs and decorations, so that's not
she
my
cooking
part
for real.
I'm on hookahs and decorations. That's what I do. That's my thing.
A bit of yeah.
What you said?
What you dressing up?
Yeah, what you dressing up as?
I'm going to be a Ghostbuster. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. No.
You had a little vacuum.
Yeah, I got the vacuum backpack.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
ready.
I'm
And my
assuming
baby. And my baby.
Titan-
We coming hard.
Wait, Titan going too?
Yeah.
Where he going as?
A Ghostbuster. We are family. We are one.
Nah,
What you going as, Sean?
I'm alive.
You gonna go as a one of the Rams, Aaron Donald?
I was thinking about. I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking about dressing up as a Ninja Turtle. I ain't even gonna lie.
A Ninja Turtle? You give me Ninja Turtle. I love it.
He's a big kid, though.
I love it.
I
Oh, you could be a Power Ranger.
No Power Ranger.
Which Ninja Turtle then, bro? If you're gonna be one, which one?
Raphael.
All right.
Think about it. Y'all said I'm stubborn, grumpy, like to be alone.
I ain't say all that. I just said you were stubborn.
Oh, Raphael fixed my.
That's all I heard you say.
See, look, lying.
You know you're gonna lie.
Oh, let me go with that shit.
You gotta be Bobby Brown. You gonna be Bobby Brown, dog?
Bobby Brown, Ghostbusters.
Tamara said, "Come and find out what she cooked." That's what she said.
She cook for real? Because I mean, apparently she don't deliver or do anything in Baton Rouge. So that's the only way I'm gonna get some done catering.
Forget all the small talk, man. What's up with them spades here? I'm trying to get on the spades table, bust some ass.
By the time you done drinking, you're not gonna even know what spades are.
Man, I ain't trying to get that damn drunk.
Shots. That's our family song.
Yeah,
Every time you hear that song, you gotta drink.
Yeah, I hear you. You won't see me? I'll do one of them fake taking shots.
So now my whole family that's watching know we gotta watch you. Now you're a target.
I was a target anyway. You made
true.
me a target with the I'm alive. That's made me a
you
target.
made me a target. I didn't make that. You said it.
Yeah, no, but you kept on promoting it. So I guess I am a target. Shit. Been a target since last season. What else new? And I'm damn sure a bigger target after the McDonald's dispute we had.
You started all of this.
I'm gonna come as the McDonald's dude with one.
So let me ask you this question.
Hamburger?
Let me ask this question. Who asked the McDonald's question? Who asked the McDonald's question?
That man right there.
So Zig started it.
No, I said we could do bonus episodes.
That man right there.
I said we could do bonus episodes on current events or things that we see on TikTok, such as the McDonald's conversation. And then it was just like off to the races. Yeah. I didn't say, what do y'all think about
Zig had to say, that's all, folks. He had to cut the show off.
I was like, y'all was off to the races after that.
Yeah.
Don't pull a Taylor with the fake shot.
Uh-oh.
I am the queen of faking taking a shot. I will hold up a salt shaker and take it to the head before I take a shot.
God damn.
Oh. So he really be doing that.
I got skills.
Wow.
I got skills.
But we're gonna get on Sean if he do it. Oh, interesting.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Yeah. That's the viral. That was the viral.
That was my viral Instagram.
TikTok. Oh yeah, the Instagram reel.
Yep.
And make sure y'all following Tate on Instagram. Tate be popping off.
Don't say that. I am so regular, basic, regular.
If you say so.
Real bad.
I try to boost and prop my friends up, and they just like, nah.
No, Zig rolls with the TikToks and reels all day. All day.
Oh yeah. So what I do is I get time and I'll record like 4 or 5 of them in one sitting, and then I'll just kind of sit on them, and then I'll just kind of like decide on when I'll release them.
Cause let me tell you something. It takes me about 1,000 times to do one of them. I have to say the word 1,000,000 times. I gotta mess up.
Oh, I don't do the ones where I gotta recite words. I do the ones where I could like make facial like reactions to them or something like that, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. After 2 takes, on to the next one.
Must be nice. It took me about 3 days to do the real bad reel.
Say, all you gotta do is do a reel of you doing this viral. You gotta stop overthinking. Just do it. All you gotta do is say, ladies, what about this? And just go through a topic.
I might try that.
Post it. What do y'all think about this? Do y'all hate when people do this and then make a topic and it's gonna go crazy? And before we go, do y'all have any previews or sneak peeks for next week, or we just Sean don't have nothing yet? Okay.
You know, next week is Halloween.
Yeah, but it's still on a Tuesday though. Halloween is Monday.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
November 1st.
Yeah, we got something. We'll lead the people. I think we gotta definitely this is something that we gotta definitely follow up on something, because this was a
lot. It was good. A lot.
And yeah, we'll have something as we always do. We always complete the agenda and come up with something fire for the.
Oh yeah.
This was a great episode in the beginning. It was really good though. Real talk.
In the beginning, I think the episode as a whole was good.
The whole show was good, not just the beginning.
For most.
But you're the one that asked for the smoke.
I know. I shouldn't. I know. They say be careful.
That's the thing that's killing me. Once again, Zay tried to save you, and you stopped him in the bus. So you asked for the smoke, and you
I'm thinking this girl about to tell me go buy your ticket to Vegas and head out of here. So I thought.
You thought wrong.
I was gonna go.
I think Tay could have asked for a reading. Maybe she could have just asked for a general reading.
I'd rather you just say, like, yeah, just a general reading. Like, man, what's going on with my career?
What's going on with me? Just give me something. What you got?
I know about but the thing is, when I did my general reading, everything she told me was literally work, life. Like, she broke it down to me.
Hey, you know what you should have did? You should have did a reading for Titan.
The results probably be the same thing.
Oh, you already did one.
No, what I'm saying is he probably would have got the same results I got for me.
Well, he shares my birthday, November 20th. I mean, you could have did one like that.
We get him some therapy soon.
Damn. Wow. Okay. I'm not about to deal with her. She just been ever since Harley emptied out the whole clip on her. She don't know how to react.
Not empty the clip, though.
But the thing is, like, I was expecting her to like stop. I was expecting her to flip maybe a few cards and be done. But then she kept on. And then she got deeper and deeper and deeper. Like, Harley, I just asked you for a straight run over. Like a whole flip. Like, God, no. I'm not okay. I am not okay. Check on your strong friends. I am not okay.
That's big facts, though. Real.
And everybody in my text messages eating it up. They're eating it up.
Sean, before you go to bed, dog.
Before I go to bed, it's going on silent.
Just send a text message and be like, hey, just wanted to check in on you to see how you were doing. That's it. It's just that simple.
Don't overthink it, dog.
I know. Not overthinking. No.
You're trying not to think it at all. That's the problem we have.
I appreciate the advice.
This person is in his circle. He knows this person. That's crazy.
Big facts.
I am not I'm not resisting my whole life plan. The plan that Haley had for me is just different from what I had. It's different.
Yeah. And I'm taking everything that she said and I'm gonna apply it.
When? We just saw you send a text message and you're not, so we're confused.
He said he's gonna do it on his time, not when we want him to do it.
Have to do it on Tay time.
Because your time is always prolonged. We don't got time for that. Time waits for no man.
See, Zach, this is the thing. This is the thing that makes me laugh. I like how everybody just knows, Sean. Like, they just know. Just because I tell you something, and you just eat it up. You're just like, yeah, yes. Yes, eat it up. That's cool. But when these computers are off and we don't see each other, just know Sean knows what he's doing.
So are you gonna send her like a poem or something? You write poems.
He does.
It's not poems, verses.
Okay, so you can write or rhyme.
How am I write a rhyme for? Nobody do that shit no more.
See, you can bring it back. You
No,
gotta do
not
what other people do. Do your thing.
You are S writer. You write.
S writer know how to make his words in terms.
So, listen, if you take my guidance that I'm giving you,
and if you take my guidance, right, and walk that path that Harley told you to walk, everything will be cool.
Roses are red.
Bottles of blue. I got these pineapples. What that mouth do?
I like that one. That's cute. That's cute.
It's not. I could have rhymed it a little bit better, but nah.
What they say, I like that.
It's kind of like you dumbed it down. Yeah.
Real bad.
I give that a 3.5 out of 10.
That was a 10 out of 10.
No, it's only a 10 out of 10. Funny to you. That's why.
10 out of 10. No cap.
Yeah, I hear you.
No,
it's all love. It's all love.
It's all love, dog.
Yeah. But I am about to head out and go to bed. I am done. I appreciate all the supporters. We still got people in the chat.
We got like 15 people. No, all together we got 15 people, dog. They want to know what they want to hear from you, bro.
Hey, you want to continuously hear from me? You want to hear about the stories and you got to continuously come.
So we still got people. Yes.
You got to keep coming to the show, though. You got to keep showing up every Tuesday, 7 p.m. You got to continuously show up. That's all I can say.
And with that being said, we'll catch y'all on the next one. Same podcast time, same podcast channel.
I'm going to leave this note. Tay been looking down a lot in the post. I don't know, that text message. You talking about me sending text messages.
If I ain't sending no text messages, if anything, I'm going to start blocking.
Ooh.
I'm going to make sure the devil don't come my way. Blocked.
Oh, man.
Nothing blocked, baby.
Sing said, who is the lady, Sean?
Don't know.
It's somebody he know. It's somebody he knows. So he can't say he don't know. He knows.
Reading. I don't know. I just going off the reading, and that's what I'm doing.
Oh man, this was a good episode.
I have people in my text messages that saying, Zig, make sure you post tonight's episode tonight. They are ready.
On Apple
Music, yeah, Apple Podcast.
Okay. I got y'all.
Make sure you edit and snip. You know all the parts of the clip.
Nope.
Yeah, I usually clip the intro at the beginning. And
did you hear how I rhyme?
Oh, that was fire. I heard that.
That was fire, but he's still not gonna do it. He's gonna edit the intro part. And then
at the beginning, and then I intro this post show. I edit that off.
Edit that.
And then the intermission in the middle.
And you edit like when you was about to cut it off, and it should have been cut off.
If you really want me to do that, I'll do it.
Hell no.
I know. That's why I love you. That's why I love you, Z. Don't let nobody tell you different.
That's what you think. And look, hey, Z, she really gonna do that. Once she posted, she's not even gonna listen to the show. She's gonna skip to the part, right? To see if you really edit.
Oh, I know. I know, Tay. I know.
Yeah.
It's like, let me go to 1 hour and 34.
Yes.
Oh, he skipped it. He cut it off for real. Oh. I said, I'll take it out if Tay wants me to take it out. It'd have been like you had to be there.
Yeah. I like that.
If you really want me to, Tay, you had to be there.
I'm not, because guess what? If you edit that part out, I will put that clip out on Instagram and we will make it known.
Wow. We're gonna go to clips with facial expressions? Really? Really?
So I advise you, Zig, do not edit that part out.
T done, Sean. Don't
you know I'm the social media manager, correct? You do know that, right?
We know that.
I'm the social media manager. You see it?
Okay, what that is? Is that supposed to
that
strike
means
fair?
nothing goes posted without my acknowledgement.
That's
only on one page. You don't control mine, though.
Oh, wow.
Wow, we're going to personal pages. That's crazy.
Ah,
Not the aha. All right.
Hey, not nobody I know follow you, so I'm safe.
you sure? Got a couple of your family members that follow me.
Let me go tell my mama unfollow you.
God damn.
Dirty.
Dirty.
I had like 800 followers. What happened? I'm at like 7.
Tay probably telling the group chat, look, Sean post anything, block it, report it.
Block 'em.
Spam.
No, first off, Sean post anything, let me know.
Yes, that's the goal.
She gonna send them your way.
Oh,
we
man.
got 21. Oh, okay. Dallas.
But yeah,
Tampa,
so I'm gonna be up editing. We're gonna cut out the intro part to
Nah,
when
tell
people
my life,
listening, they want to get
unfollow
straight to the
you. About
show.
to lose followers tonight.
Tay got like 5 accounts, so that's already dang, dog.
They follow me on Facebook. We'll
That's
do other
crazy.
things. But all right, y'all. This was a great episode. I really appreciate everybody. Whoever's still in the chat post show. Appreciate y'all.
We got a good bit. This is crazy. We still got a lot of people.
Tay, Zay,
But
of
yeah,
course. Y'all stay blessed. Real shit, serious shit. Y'all stay blessed. Be safe
Not
out here.
say blessed and then say serious shit. Really?
Yeah, stay blessed. Be safe out here. Hope y'all have a great rest of the week. Yeah, I can't wait for next week episode.
I keep saying I'm gonna do that. I'm really gonna do that this week. I'm gonna do the Tay pose.
Why
Really
y'all teasing me like that?
I'm gonna really do it this week.
All right, y'all. I'm out.
I'm gonna cry myself to sleep tonight.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.